You'll have that. Oh, look at Doug on the Raiders bandwagon now after that nice little victory when he couldn't
Whoa,
even
no,
pick
no, no, no,
them.
no, no, whoa. Wait a minute.
Shots
Raiders
fired.
bandwagon? Raiders bandwagon? Excuse the fuck out of me. Raiders bandwagon?
Oh, in Gruden we trust. Ooh.
No,
Don't be
no.
jealous.
I mean,
when the team beat somebody that's actually worth
it
beating.
does make sense. It's Halloween, so we want to root for Chucky.
Oh.
I've been if being on the bandwagon means since you've been a fan since '82, then okay, I'm a bandwagon fan. But no, don't ever call me that when it comes to Raiders.
That's what she said. All right, we are live finally and officially.
On Facebook too, it's not giving you no issues tonight, huh?
Oh,
Really?
what are you doing, man?
Thanks. Well, there's the show. Sorry, folks. Good night.
See you next week.
Yep, we'll try it again.
Right.
Oh, great.
I know. I've been noticing too a lot more lately that I've been getting a lot of your two videos have been flagged for copyright shit lately too.
Who am I?
No, I've been getting notifications like from anything from the Scoop or any other videos I may have shared, but I'm like, I haven't shared videos in forever. So this whole new copyright thing is ridiculous already.
Well, it's because Dave is still using the music off of his database, and all of that now is all copyrighted. So guess what? You can't do anymore. And I told him that.
Yes, Mary Clark. Doug is very old.
Oh,
really?
I don't think that's exactly the message he was sending, but all right.
Jesus.
No.
I cannot read
Crying
comments.
out loud.
Jimmy, let me know.
Mary just said Doug's fandom is older than me. That's what she said.
wow.
I don't believe it was an intentional shot.
No. And for the record, I'm going to be 51 this year.
Oh,
Nice.
my.
Well,
How many Super Bowls are we on?
really?
How many Super Bowls? I think, well, one for sure with Madden.
Well, you know the thing
We
about
got more than that.
at the end of the game, if you got more points than the other team, you win the Super Bowl.
We're on 55, though, aren't we?
2 or 3 offhand.
51 or 52, I thought.
Yeah, I think you're right. 52.
We're talking about how many that the Raiders have won.
We're talking about LA, Oakland, or Las Vegas.
I did like the announcers. What's really funny is they never said the Raiders. They kept saying Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
They
When they
keep
were in
reminding themselves.
California, when they were in California, it's always the Raiders. The Raiders. They couldn't define on whether they were in LA or Oakland. It didn't matter. They were the Raiders.
Well, they're still trying to wrap their heads around it.
Shoot, I still screw up the Chargers, so don't feel bad.
Oh, who doesn't?
They're the Chargers.
Why? We still got the St. Louis Rams.
Oh,
It's really.
now I'm going to do that.
Oh, I just muted him. I muted him for stupidity.
Thank you.
That was just.
Thank you.
That was,
Happy Wakers.
that was just stupid. Hey, now the show can get started.
Lucky Wakers.
Right out the gate. If you had not seen about 6:30 this evening, Mr. Nick Saban is the latest to, unfortunately, contract with a positive test of COVID-19.
Ooh.
So that puts a real kink in the armor.
Yeah, him and his AD, if I remember right.
Correct. Yep.
Here's
So
hoping Ryan Day gets it.
he says that he does not have, had not even had any signs of it, didn't feel sluggish, nothing. And he said they even made sure he took a secondary test just to make sure. And, it said it came back positive. So
It's not one of these false positives, though.
at the
Secondary
moment,
test.
I was going
He's
to say,
got
it
two.
took two
took the
tests, both
second-
for
two
positive.
tests, so.
Well, don't get good old Suds started on that. It'll be a whole segment in himself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
like me.
He's stuck
I
at
got
work right
problem.
now. He's stuck at work, so it is what it is.
We're safe for now.
But,
Right.
one thing that I definitely have a bone to pick with, and I don't know if you all caught it, but one Mr. LeBron James needs to pretty much just shut the, as Kareem would say, just shut the F up.
What
He's sitting
now?
there, well, in his little acceptance speech from the championship, he says, the Lakers
Akron.
wanted respect, and he goes, I want respect. I'm like, dude, you've won 4 championships with 3 different teams, and what else have you
15
done?
15 years? 14
17.
years?
17.
17.
Guess what,
He's
dude?
been to the NBA Finals 10 out of those 17 years.
Yeah, and
You got 4.
4.
4.
Guess what?
Jordan,
Shut
6
up.
and 6.
Shut up.
Jordan was playing a bunch of pansy ass teams though. Jordan's
Mute-
opponents were
mute him.
so weak in the finals.
Please mute him.
Huh?
No,
Yes, I'm sorry. I have to agree with that. Jordan may be the crybaby, Mr. Crybaby bitch all day long, but he has 7 titles to his name.
Jordan earned the
6.
everything that he got. He got
Yeah.
the shit kicked out of him for 4 or 5 years. And he basically, I mean, he's even came out and said the bad boys basically made him into what he was because he had to earn it. He worked out freaking insane. Like he didn't jump teams like LeBron, crybaby, freaking can't win it by himself, has to have an all-star
Yeah.
team around him.
And he ended up on the Bobcats.
Well, think about this too, though. Michael
he
Jordan played a flu game. LeBron James couldn't even get through fucking cramps to win playoffs or won finals. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry, but Rodney Dangerfield can turn around and get respect before LeBron James does. And that's all I got to say about that.
Humbly disagree. LeBron James is the
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
The man is
LeBron
dead.
James sucking. And he's still going to get respect.
It's even on his headstone.
Yep.
you know a lot too much about Rodney Dangerfield.
I know that he's dead.
I was going to say, you kind of would know.
Best Rodney Dangerfield movie. Go.
Yeah.
The one where he
Ladybug.
dies,
Caddyshack.
what's it called?
Yeah.
Back to school.
High
Yeah, I was
school.
gonna say those are the two.
School.
Back to School is pretty funny. I like that the unnamed dive.
The Triple Lundy.
The triple one. Yeah.
Yeah.
For someone who doesn't know much about it, he sure knows that one.
Busted. All right, it's still 15-1 Dodgers at the top of 5.
So you're telling me
11
there's a
runs in the
chance.
fifth.
We can write that game down in the books. I think that one's over. That's pretty.
Isn't there a mercy rule now? Like, was it 10 runs
No,
after 7
there's
innings or
not.
something?
Oh, that would be so awesome. Be the first team in baseball to get mercied by somebody.
In the World Series, or I mean the championship
And
series.
then
is that.
lose the playoff round from it.
Yeah.
Let's address the elephant in the room since I know it's Brown Steelers week. Le'Veon Bell got released by the Jets because he can't get along with anybody. It's not the fact
However-
that the coaching staff sucks. It's the fact that it's Le'Veon Bell.
However,
Think
I mean,
also
let's
the-
face it. There's a pattern here with the Jets.
Yeah. The big name players they always have a problem with.
Yeah.
Because
I
they
know.
always suck.
They don't know how to handle them.
It's the same issue that Pittsburgh had with him and why Pittsburgh
But-
shoved his butt
But at
out.
the same time, I mean, Gase has had this problem in other places too.
Gase is a fucking problem.
Well,
I mean, let's face it. Supposedly they were going in there to change the culture, and everybody's leaving. Okay, the problem is you're losing your star players.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, but he wasn't
if-
a star player.
I was
agreed.
gonna say,
Agreed.
Well,
He was a
well,
he was a top
well,
name.
with
though,
that-
but
with-
prior to him,
he didn't
With
do
that- with-
crap with the Jets.
With that
Even
with that
before
shit
Gase.
O with that shit O line, he couldn't get going. He didn't have anybody blocking for
Like,
him.
it was the same thing as Pittsburgh, and he could blow past Pittsburgh's line. He didn't even hardly need Pittsburgh's line. He could do the crap without Pittsburgh's line.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh had a
now-
passing game to keep
Yeah.
the defense honest. The
But
Jets
I'm-
are
But
garbage.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
look at the stats that he put up with the Jets. It is 0 to
No,
right
you-
now.
Oh, I'm not
No,
disagreeing
you're right.
with you.
No, you're
Like,
absolutely right.
100%.
Every running back for the Jets is going to have shit numbers. Let's face it. It
No,
doesn't matter who you put back there.
But also having the year off too doesn't help, and it didn't extend the life of him. In fact, it ruined him, and it put him a year behind.
Yeah,
So that's
you-
why, it's hilarious when I see Maurice Jones-Drew going, oh, well, Pittsburgh will take him back, and the Colts could use somebody, and the 49ers and
I saw
the Bills. And I was like, MJD, put the beer down.
yeah.
MJ needs to put away the MGB.
Well, I saw a 2.5, 3 minute clip, basically saying the same thing, and the person, I can't remember who it was, saying, "Well, but I would definitely entertain an offer if I was the GM
Right.
for $1 million a year."
But the Akers, you want to fill them in on the rest of the problem with that?
So, the Jets let him go, and
Right.
the Jets actually had shipped him around. And I read into the story about this, and because I was, me, I'm curious about it. And two, players who hold out have bad things that happen to them. And he's one of the players that held out, and something's bad happening to him right now. And so the Jets shipped him around, and no one wanted to give up a 7th round pick for him.
Because he's not worth
In
8
his
picks.
contract, he has an $8 million injury clause. No team wants that.
Yep.
What?
$8
Oh, I don't
million.
know.
So
I don't know
now
where's
that
that.
he's a free agent, any team that picks him up
That's
can
George.
now
That's Akers.
change that if he wants to still play, because that's the main thing they said. You have an $8 million and you're injury prone already. Not happening.
And that stays in all of his contracts per the agent. Are you picking up an $8 million injury clause?
No, not for
How
him.
old is he anyways?
So
gotta
the
be
Jets
30,
went like this: lose $6 million or lose $8 million.
Yep.
Which one are we gonna do?
So I'm not
Le'Veon
touching
is
any-
28 for whoever.
Oh.
asked.
That's it.
Oh, he is 28. He's only, I think he looks like
Yeah,
he's
he
much
still
older.
made
He's only
28
28.
million.
yeah,
He's only got 2 more good years anyways, right?
roughly.
Roughly, yeah.
I don't know. Ask CJ Anderson. He might have less than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Ask Frank Gore. He might have a lot more than that.
True.
Well,
Oh,
you know,
George, that was this Diana peeking out. She's saying, "Hey,
hey, yeah, like I said, it's I'm not touching an $8 million contract for a guy who's injury prone. Not going to happen. Not one bit. I mean,
Garrett, $8 million. Hell, where do you want me to sign that? I'll play a kicker and go get hit real quick for $8 million.
If you can give me league minimum,
right?
Right, yeah.
$550,000.
600. Yep.
I can shank field goals all day.
Okay, everybody got totally grossed out. I know when I saw it, I was like, yeah, your foot
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
go
That
down.
Better
was
not
rough.
put it up on the screen.
One Dak
Better
Please
not.
tell me you're going to show it. Please tell me you're going to show it.
Do not.
Copyright.
Like I said, you hold out on your contract, bad things happen.
Yeah, I was.
Well,
gonna
he
say,
never. He's been under contract the whole time.
Yeah, he's been under
He's on
contract the entire
a
franchise
time.
tag.
franchise tag, though. Franchise tag."
It's- I mean, if anything, this is almost a reason why you do it, because so that you can get the most money whenever you can. Because
But he
this
could
could
have
happen
gotten the
at
most
any
money.
time.
Well, that's why he should have gotten a deal done. So he could have gotten the most money. Then
Maybe he
But
should
that's
have went
the
and got himself an $8 million contract or
Ah.
clause for being injured.
Well, actually,
I'm sorry.
you know what? I was reading a piece on the economics of what Dak is doing, and they do believe that after this season they will franchise him again. So he would have been under 2 years at $69 million, which is more money than he would have gotten if he signed a long-term deal over those first 2 years. And he's also
Yeah,
fine with endorsements too. He's not hurting for money.
No,
Yeah,
I saw the same thing.
No, that's what we're saying.
yeah, was it this year 30, 31, and next year if he's franchised 37?
Something like that. I thought it was 34 and 39, or I don't know. I don't remember the numbers. But
It's
yeah.
a
39.
lot of damn
Well, it's
money.
8 million and nothing else afterwards now.
Well, the other thing is they won't, it's whatever the current average rate is. So
Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
it average of the top 10? Average of the top 5?
Franchise is top
Top
five.
five. Top 5 for franchise.
And then since he's already been franchised once, it has to be like a guaranteed 20% raise.
Yeah.
For the next one.
But yeah, that was pretty horrific. that was
Oh my god.
that was ugly.
That was a near Theismann type. Holy shit.
I mean, it wasn't Alex Smith or Joe Theismann, but it was up there. Like,
Yeah.
oh, ankles aren't supposed to stay that way.
And I mean,
You
God,
don't.
Good.
oh, what are you doing, man?
It's not after 10 o'clock, George.
yeah. Oh, look at how backwards that thing looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, back it up. Just
Hey, well, if you just got to tie your shoe.
Mr. Incredible, right?
right there. And that shot is perfect right there.
Which way do ankles go?
The feet
Not that
Not
way.
that way.
that way.
I can't watch this shit, man.
No,
Tell me,
I
tell me
don't
when it's
blame you.
over.
They
It's
don't,
over.
They don't
It's
go
not.
that way. That's the
You
perfect
son
shot
of a
right there.
bitch.
Your foot does not belong that direction. It belongs this direction,
Hey.
not this direction.
Expert analysis by George.
So what, did he get stuck in the turf or? I can't
Yeah.
find it.
It got stuck in
Oh.
the turf and went snap goes the
Just-
weasel.
Yeah.
That's not the way the feet go.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That was.
Ah, just snap it back in and go back out there. You'll be fine.
Oh,
Rub
well,
some
he's
dirt- rub
right.
some dirt on it.
Did you see the big bubble?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
his
was-
bone.
Yes.
That bubble's his bone.
Yeah,
It went right through the skin.
it was
Yeah.
like pop right out. Pop goes the weasel.
Hey,
You
you know
can
the
turn
sock.
around,
The sock
Andrew.
was holding it in there. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
when I saw it, they got the close up with the sock, I was sitting there looking at it, going, "Oh yeah, he's not coming back this year. He's done."
You know what? You want to know what's really freaky is not to bring our fantasy league into it too early, but I have him in Dueling Aces, and I picked up Ryan Fitzpatrick 2 minutes before that happened.
Ooh.
And then it happened, and I'm just like, well, shit, I'm grabbing Andy Dalton too.
Yeah, I was looking to get Fitzpatrick just because of his matchup.
I was
Oh,
gonna
God.
say,
That's the Jets. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
it's kind of like when everybody found out Friday
Yeah.
night that the New Day got broken up on SmackDown, so it's your fault that happened.
That was exactly the analogy I was going to use.
In Dak, you did it best.
You know, I like the original matchup they had against Denver, but now you switch it over to the Jets. Oh, fuck. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I pick up the Dolphins in just about every freaking league I'm in just because of their matchup this week for their defense.
Gaskin's going to run all day on the Jets.
Well, maybe it's Devontae can finally have his coming out game and get like a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I can't say that I didn't pick up Fitzpatrick in one of the leagues either because Drew Brees and Justin Herbert were both on the bye, and I'm going, damn.
Yeah.
What do I do?
I had that same matchup in two other leagues that I'm in,
Even Derek
And I
Carr's on the bye week.
and I initially picked up Hebert for Breeze bye-week filler, and now I'm looking at it going, fuck,
Yep.
who am I going to
Clint?
pick up now? Fitzpatrick. Yes. Let's
Yeah.
see if he's on the waiver wire.
We got Clint Alexander with a shot at Zolt.
What the hell?
I better not hear the words pickup and Andy Dalton in the same sentence.
I'm just curious. That is, that's a high-powered offense. Maybe the redheaded stepchild can actually lead it to. Who knows?
Well, maybe if he had a soul, he could.
Oh, how
Maybe,
great is it?
maybe.
Is it
All
going
I
to be
know
if he
is
just
that
It's
comes
the
out and
Cowboys. He
tears
doesn't
it up?
need one.
You're just gonna get
I was going to say
poison
if he lights it up,
That'll be amazing. It'll
it's,
just be
Oh.
awesome. I told Dak to find a new team.
Oh,
Uh,
shit.
Wants to be a
Or-
cry
or-
They go to the
baby,
Super
hold
Bowl,
out.
y'all be kissing.
What do you
Andy
do if he
Dalton's
goes
ass.
to the playoffs with them?
and wins.
Yeah.
No, you're-
Wouldn't that be a kick in the nuts?
I'm going to make
6
some.
and
Even
10
just
to
the
make the
To Dak
playoffs.
or to Cincy?
Even just a first round win, just one win. In the,
Yep.
Durkin's going to get really excited when I say this. What if Dalton completely shits the bed and all of a sudden Detroit starts talking? Hey, we got a quarterback. You want him? We're not going anywhere.
Sure do.
Oh my God. It would be the move that saves the hair.
Well, what was it?
It would be the move that saves the hair.
On Monday, Diana had a doctor's appointment and I couldn't go in, so I stayed outside in the car listening to the rate 97.1, and they were actually talking about that very scenario. You know, we're going to have a top 5 selection in the draft anyway. Let's make a call to Dallas to see if they'll offer the first round, and who knows?
Well, it's going to take more than just a first for Stafford.
What's Stafford at compared to Andy Dalton's
Box of steaks sold. I'll drive him down.
What kind of steaks?
Does it matter?
Tomahawks.
It might.
The toughest ones you can find.
The Delmonico's. Yeah, a case of Delmonico's and Schrodz is driving him.
And a box of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'll drink to that.
Oh man.
The Falcons, and because the Falcons actually had one of their defensemen also hit the COVID list, so the Falcons and the Panthers both have gone into the COVID-19 protocols. So
Well, yeah, but they've
looking good.
they've gone into the more extreme breach, which just means that they get tested more frequently
Right.
and they have to wear masks at all times, even during
Right.
practice,
even at
that
practice.
kind of stuff. So,
So it's nothing major yet,
yeah,
as if the scheduling isn't creating havoc for a bunch of fantasy owners and commissioners for that matter.
speaking of which, scheduling, what the hell?
Yeah, for the love of God.
Now, if I remember right,
fuck.
we kind of in our chat, if not even on the show, we discussed it briefly as, well, you could make this move, then this move, and everything would work. No, that's not good enough. No,
Anymore.
NFL made like 12 changes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who the hell the Chargers pissed off. But my God, they had to move like 5 games.
8 games.
8.
I'm not even looking anymore. I mean, freaking each day it freaking changes
just-
19 times.
Just
so-
wait.
That's
Until
like
game day.
I told
I
George,
was- I was
like,
on
just
the-
text me the schedule when you find it out 2 hours before
Right.
it starts.
Right.
And I was talking to Sean on the Monday Night Madness, the Mayhem show, and it's like these teams don't even know who the fuck they're playing until the week before. Sometimes not even the week. You know what? Yesterday it was announced for one of them.
What happened
Yeah.
yesterday?
Was it yesterday or the day before that it was just announced that for
Tuesday.
next week, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I don't even think there's not a
No,
Thursday
was
game
Denver's
this week.
supposed
The
right?
Thursday
Yeah,
game got
it was
moved.
supposed to be
anyway.
played-
Thursday got moved to
Yeah.
Sunday.
There's 2
Yeah.
Mondays.
They canceled Miami's game.
No,
Or postponed
no,
it.
not.
Oh, they didn't do that
Miami
anymore?
is playing the
They-
Jets.
Yeah. It said
Oh.
instead of Denver playing Miami, Miami plays the Jets in Miami.
Oh.
Denver's playing New England.
And
They were
Denver's
supposed to play
Denver plays New
last
England.
week.
which
Okay.
was the game that was supposed to be played last week, which is why all the other games got changed around and all the other opponents got changed around.
And it all started with Tennessee.
Good job, guys. Good job, Titans.
Yeah.
Fucking rolled.
Yeah,
all
well,
about the
Yeah,
Patriots
we'll
now.
get there.
when you, I was gonna say, when you get 2 weeks off and you get to sit around and decipher what you're doing once,
Yeah.
we can't play against Pittsburgh because we're gonna get our butts kicked. Yeah, and then of course you want to pick on the other guy that you really are waiting for. So yeah, we'll get there. And some lucky scrubs picking the Titans.
No.
They'll remain nameless.
Yeah.
Don't start, asshole.
That's why I muted him. I wasn't even gonna let him get it out there.
Wait a minute.
Not
Didn't
yet.
I,
Not
didn't I
yet. Not yet. Not yet. We're not getting there just yet. But I cannot complain. I did actually kind of like having a Tuesday night football game. It pissed me off.
Hey, what the hell? Every day. Let's go. Every day but Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Leave Wednesday nights alone. That's for us.
That's a day off.
And of course, somebody had even mentioned in our chat, Jesus, the waiver wire sucks. Well, they pushed
that
all
until
waiver wires
tomorrow.
back one extra day.
Till
Oh
tomorrow.
no,
Yeah.
you know damn well there's no reason that a trade should take a fucking week to go through.
No, that's because whoever set it up didn't know what they were doing when they made all the settings and just left some base default settings.
Well, the thing is can't the commissioner go in there? The commissioner go in and fix it so we can push this shit through?
Should have already done that and fixed it. The other commissioner needs to go do that.
Yeah, because I know there's some trades that people were waiting on. And they had to start people like no,
there's no reason why there shouldn't be. It should only take 24 hours that trades will either get processed or vetoed.
Yeah, and then I got pissed because in that same league, because of the COVID game, I forgot to take Melvin Gordon out. They had to go in. So it's after the 1 o'clock games had already started. So here I am on the free agent wire, and I had to pick up fucking Matt Breida. Thanks for the 4.6 points, jackass. Yeah. So you're welcome, George.
Melvin Gordon. Segue.
Like how I did that?
That was nice.
Wow.
What the fuck, man?
That's a pro right there.
What are you doing?
Well, it was kind of funny because I was playing against Adam in that league, and the Chiefs, I think it's the Chiefs defense, got me a whopping -5. I was like, God, really needed that like a hole in the head. And then thank God that Tennessee did do what they did. That kind of helped me out in your league, Zolt.
That's what my league's there for, George, to help you out.
Yeah, I can't complain, but whoever.
Yeah, and you got lucky as hell too that Cooper got me a whopping 4 points in that game because of the whole injury shit.
Well, I have to say, I did go 5 for 5 for the first time all season. That was impressive.
Hey, I'm not worried about it. I'm 5-0 in your one league. I'll take it.
Yeah. But did you see who you're playing this week?
Oh, I'm gonna get my revenge, bitch.
Just saying.
You're not going 5 for 5 this week.
Well, there just might have to be just one league I'm looking at.
More attention to that one, huh?
Just a little. Just a little.
Oh, go figure. Oh no, wait. You're second in the league too?
Yep.
1 versus 2.
Yeah.
Great. I like Michigan. You like Ohio State. I'm fucked.
There was in hockey real fast. The only thing I saw primarily was that Koivu got traded over to the Blue Jackets on a 1-year deal. 1 year or signed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was signed. It was a free agent signing.
Yeah, for 1 year.
37-year-old did not have a great year this past year, put up the fewest number of points since his rookie year. He was actually coming off of a knee injury, so he thinks he's better now. Again, locker room guy at the very least. If I remember right, he's a good. They can throw him out there on the PK. Not a whole lot of money. I mean, it's a good signing.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, all right, Columbus is just picking up, like you said, locker room and strong bench guys.
Yeah. And, Las Vegas got themselves a little bit tougher. Picked up Alex Pietrangelo on defense from the Blues. That's like a ridiculous deal, too. That was 7 years?
Oh, my.
7 years, 60-something million?
And that's all that Fleury is staying with them, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that team I don't think is going away anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either. It's kind of a nice little ordeal for hockey, and especially with that Seattle team coming in. That's just going to bode well even more for hockey.
Yeah, and I don't know if it even was a blip on the radar there in Boston, but I know they had a few guys with the off-season surgeries that are now going to drag into the next season because of how short the off-season actually is. I know Marchand and Pasternak are supposed to miss the start of the next season, assuming it starts 1st of January like they're talking.
Yeah, those guys need to get healthy though. They've been on and off
Yeah.
injured
Oh, yeah.
pretty much all last year. So
I mean, I know the one was a sports hernia surgery, and if you're playing through that to go through the playoffs, you want to get that fixed.
mhm.
Yeah, those don't tickle. Those do not tickle. And that, like we said, that's going to be kind of the tight thing right now is that, even baseball, you're looking at, all right, how fast can these, championship division matchups get done? Because, the off season is coming extremely quick. And, you got to hurry up and still play the World Series yet. So that it's not going to be any fun. That's for sure. The shortened off seasons between basketball, hockey, and baseball, they're going to be really tight.
No, baseball's only been extended 2 weeks.
Well, we'll see on what the actual draw would be, but
Yeah.
it's still.
Well, they're saying
still
if it
hampered.
draws out like every game is played, it draws out to the end of October. I think maybe Game 7 would be in November, but I'm pretty sure I thought I saw it October 29th. I thought that's what it was.
Okay.
Which is basically only 2 weeks from the previous years we've ever done it. So it usually ends up in the first or second week of October.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Only
Haven't
thing is,
I've
it's
seen some World
basketball
Series go to
because
November.
Technically, we should be starting the NBA season right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like I said, hockey should have already been going for about a week and a half.
Yeah.
But initially they targeted December. Now they're saying January 1st. But again, I mean, we remember how it wasn't that long ago that the Stanley Cup was awarded, and we've already had the draft since then. So we're just gonna keep right on rolling.
Yeah, we don't need to bring up that NHL draft.
It's over.
I think you need
it's
more
over.
Common Core math to figure that one out.
It's just a little more salt in the wound. We're past it.
On and over with. Move on.
Well, alrighty then. All right. Well, let's get the madness over with. We have a new solo big wiener of the week, and it is the last person that I ever thought of. Durkin, you,
What?
sir, with 11 correct picks, lone wolf and all. You totally
Really?
blew it out of the water, and you, sir, are the sole big wiener of the week.
That's
With
not what she
11.
said.
Mr. Burrich fell shy just a game behind you. So congrats, dude, on
Wow.
your
What?
lone wolf put you as the solo wiener of the week.
Go
Which
Raiders.
slow?
The Raiders game.
Wow.
Yep.
And Philly. He had Philly.
I did not
Well, there
have
was a
Philly,
couple-
did I? I think a couple people had Philly.
I think a couple had Philly. Well, a couple of people would have had to have.
Nobody had Philly. We all had the Steelers.
I thought Durkin had the Philly. That's why I swear
No.
to God, I said.
No, I had
Oh,
this.
wait a
My
minute.
lone wolf was the
The only ones he got wrong, it was the Bucks and the Chargers and the Bills. Bucks, Chargers, and Bills.
Yeah,
Not a
Chargers.
bad week.
All the rest, all correct.
Hey, George, you said he had 11.
Yes.
There were 14 games.
Well, hell, everybody
I
had.
had 11. I thought I had 11 too.
Oh, fuck you, Shrods. Get off my parade.
Not to steal your thunder. I was
Nope.
gonna say go figure because the Lions had a bye week.
No, you have 10.
Oh,
The Ravens, Panthers, Cards, Chiefs.
Saints, Seahawks, Browns, Cowboys, Dolphins, Panthers, Ravens, Cards, Steelers, Rams. You only have 10.
Cards, Panthers, Ravens.
Correct. You only
1,
have
2,
10.
3, 4, 5,
Bucks,
6, 7,
Chiefs,
8.
Jags, Bill.
I got
You got wrong.
Man, imagine if you would have picked them Titans. You'd have been up in that
If
spot.
you had had the Texans or the Titans,
Oh, you're right. Nope, you're right. You're right. I had 10.
the Excel spreadsheet, it keeps me in track with.
Nope, you're right. You're 100% correct.
Speaking of which,
Congratulations, Durkin.
Yep.
You're the
Let's
champ.
see it. Let's see the board.
So the new leaderboard Unfortunately, Burridge is still sitting.
That ain't changing in a week.
Because
or
it was
two
only
or
a
three.
1.
But Shrods is
Reading
making
that in, I can't read
a
that.
bit of a climb. Shrods is only 7 games behind him.
Oh, I'm up there.
Big D and
All
Durkin are at 50.
Oh, fuck. I only had
Low bolt
6.
is Doug. Yeah, Doug.
Ooh,
Doug, you, me, and Sudsy are all the cellar dwellers of the week.
Oh,
With
fuck.
only
At least I'm not hit there by myself.
Oh
Yeah.
man, 6,
And-
6, and 6.
Yeah, Durkin and Ryan had
Oh.
each had a lone wolf game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, at least that's consistent.
What has Ryan got? 50? What? 50?
Ryan's
60.
got 60.
Okay.
Good God.
we're not catching him.
Oh,
No, what can happen?
47.
That's early.
Sean and Shrods both have 53. Okay. Trust me, this is not he's not going anywhere too far too fast.
He's fading. Like
I
you
can
know,
still pass
you can-
Acres and Geo. So that's. And Suds is within my sights.
You'd have passed me if you'd have picked the Raiders.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. That's gonna hurt. Ye of little Raider faith, Doug. It's okay.
And everyone else
Yeah.
on that game.
Yeah. No. Well,
as a diehard fan, I honestly did not see that coming.
I
Doug,
did.
you know how it works. If you had picked them, they would have
I
lost.
would have lost.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same way when Durkin picks the Lions.
hold on, we got one. We got one, right?
The only difference
I was
is he
gonna
picks
say-
them every game.
I was gonna say, but I robbed Durkin of his lone wolf on that one.
Yes. Thank you, George.
I was gonna say, technically, I guess if you would have picked the Raiders too, Doug, you could have said that Durkin robbed you of your lone wolfing. But I digress.
I got
Very
robbed
true.
of my lone wolfing.
Very true.
Shut up.
Anytime he goes to utter the word Titans, just mute his ass, please.
Yeah, it's gonna quick like bunny.
We're gonna
Gets
have like
one.
a code word, and the word you cannot use,
One
Acres, is
Gets
Titans.
one freaking game
It's-
right, and he's got to be.
He's
Before
fucking
we get into the picks and all
Nostradamus.
that, I'll be
Yeah,
right.
but he
I'll be
wasn't.
right back.
He didn't lone wolf, it, so it's okay.
All right, Acres, if you're so goddamn good at what you do, what's the lottery numbers for tomorrow night?
Yeah.
17, 22, number 25, Powerball 32.
That was
That's
not
You
not
still need
nearly
one
enough
more
numbers.
number.
What'd you say?
You still need one more number.
I know. I let you pick the other one. I can't pick them all for you.
And don't bother picking at all.
Oh, 4 acres.
All right. Let's get into this week's debacle of
Great.
we'll try this again. Broncos at Patriots, part 2. And this time, everybody's got their starters. Drew Lock was a full participant in practicing today and looks to be starting on Sunday. And Cam Newton was yanked off the COVID list, so he will be starting this week.
I don't think everybody has their starters.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't know about Melvin Gordon.
But Philip Lindsay
I
will be
was
back.
trying to save that for on the end of this, but
I'm just saying we don't know.
right.
And I mean,
when you're doing 50 miles an hour drinking and driving, I'm sure that you might possibly be missing a week or two.
maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know like exactly right when, but that can definitely, it will probably definitely be coming up soon. I'm sure.
I mean, it's not like he hit anybody.
Oh, that makes it
Really? that makes it all better.
It's not like he went all Leonard Little.
Wow.
Damn, just
I mean,
for
holy shit.
that, both get tagged. All right. Shrods, who would you like?
I'm flipping. I'm going to go with the Pats now that Newton's back.
I had to unmute myself because nobody was unmuted. There was like George and Dave talking.
I wasn't talking.
to get, oops, come on, wrong screen. Give me the right screen, damn it. I have, where is it? I'm gonna have to be doing a few things at the same time.
Walking shoe go.
Sean says he is taking the Patriots. Mr. Burrich has.
Birch pick goes last.
Burrich's pick will go when I say it goes.
Where's the mute button?
Burrich also took the Patriots.
What a shocker.
Sorry about that.
Sean took the Patriots. Doug, who would you like in the Broncos Patriots this time? All quarterbacks are playing. Drew Lock is playing. Cam Newton's playing.
Ooh.
Melvin Gordon may be arrested for his DUI or
Maybe.
Okay. So you still have Lindsay. Okay. I hate to say it, but give me the Pats.
Zolt.
Patriots. And, we've all said it. If you're in a survival league, now's your time to bust out that New England.
Right there, that's guarantees I'm lost by about 30.
Really, you're taking
Maybe.
this game over them New England playing the Jets?
No,
You mean Miami?
Well, there was something else happening that week.
Durkin.
I think the Patriots is the obvious one here.
I don't know. Akers.
With
Titans.
players on COVID, with players not on COVID, the strongest team that's still playing is going to be the Patriots. They've already proved themselves against the Kansas City Chiefs to play against any team without their quarterback. And their quarterback is back.
Adam.
I was hoping Cam wasn't going to play so I could stick with the Dolphins now that, the Broncos now that Lock's back. But,
The Dolphins?
well, my daughter's got her Dolphin toy out. That's why.
Oh,
But I'm going to go Patriots. You got to, especially being in Foxborough.
Yeah, that's about the only reason why I'm going with them too.
Yeah, Vegas loves them. Spread is 10. It's going to be a low-scoring game according to Vegas, though. Over-under is only 45.
But yet they're
Wow,
giving.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised.
10.
With that.
Yeah.
Wow.
42 to nothing. That's under.
True. 32-10.
Hey,
Wow.
After last night's wonderful game, Texans the Titans. Anybody not want the Titans?
practice? Who needs practice?
Right?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay, AI. Holy
Anybody not want the
shit.
Titans? Scream now or forever hold your peas.
Oh, look, you guys are all jumping on my wagon now.
Why don't you jump off and take the Texans then?
Why would I want the Texans?
I'll
I've
be-
already told you. I needed Derrick Henry to have 104 yards on Tuesday night to beat that certain somebody, and he ended up scoring 2 touchdowns, which sealed the deal.
For the record, I had Henry in another league, so either or. That's just how it was gonna go.
He's like, I have crap in this hand. I have
Yep.
crap in this hand.
Yeah.
It's still crap. Okay, I'm gonna save that one.
You know what? I
Oh,
want Houston.
Oh.
What's going on?
Is this
He's
the game?
taking the Texans.
Is this the game?
Interesting.
A lot of times when you go up with a new coach, sometimes you rally it up. They're going to win a game eventually.
Eventually.
They won this week.
They
I was gonna
just
say
won-
they
Or
won
last
this
week.
On Sunday.
Son of a
They
bitch.
just won that game.
Yes.
Yep. They're going to revert back to their old self.
Nope, I want Houston.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
To be fair,
My gut-
spread,
Oh,
the last
spread is
minute,
only
my-
3.5.
My gut told me, I don't know why, like maybe it's indigestion. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I would-
If not
Yeah,
now,
shout out
it will
Zach.
be then.
if you're picking Texans, then yes, I would say that's indigestion.
It's gas.
Yes, definitely.
Oh.
Totally gas.
Hit the record button here. We'll see what happens next week.
What's on Facebook? It's already recorded.
We're on Facebook
Ravens
Live.
at the Eagles.
Oh.
Who at the Eagles?
Ravens at the Eagles.
Oh.
Oh,
We're getting some of these good ones out of the way. That's what I'm seeing.
These are the tough ones.
Yeah.
oh gee. The birds.
Which one?
Well played.
All I gotta say is Edgar, Allen, and Poe will be in the end zone with no time.
Can I mute him?
Anybody really want the Eagles? Speak now.
Anybody? It seems to have worked well for somebody a week ago. No.
That defense, man, for the Ravens, is way better than Pittsburgh's, and I wish they would have pulled it out either one, but damn, I was thinking about it, but I can't do it.
Question about Philly right now: Zach Ertz, Jalen Hurts, and Carson Wentz. They're not all three on the same page.
And
That's for
a
sure.
problem.
As an Ertz owner, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach is not happy with Carson right now, but that's just how it's going to be. And I probably will say this now: we probably won't see Zach on Philly next year.
No, because they're bigger, they're higher on Dallas, ain't they, or whatever, that Goddard or whatever.
Goddard, yeah.
Or Goddard.
Yeah.
I don't know, but all I can say is Miles Sanders, since he's come back from his injury, has been on a freaking tear the last few weeks.
He has.
Yes, he did really well last week.
I mean, he'll have a good game, but beating Baltimore now.
Well, here's the thing: is everybody said Baltimore that Jackson has to run the ball. If you stop Jackson from running the ball, then Baltimore has nothing. Well, I don't know if you paid attention last week. Jackson only
After
had
Andrews.
10 rushing yards.
Yeah, Jackson did not run last week.
Nope.
I don't know
the last couple of weeks.
what Brown took, but that boy, I don't know if he had glue on his hands, but it's like he never dropped a pass one time. And I don't know where he came from, because this is definitely not the same guy we saw 2 weeks ago. But him and Andrews right now, if you don't stop Brown and Andrews on the same time, there's no way you're going to stop Jackson from throwing that ball.
Imagine what a preseason would have done for him. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
Next game up.
Preseason. No one needs a preseason. Just like practice.
Shut up. The Washington
record here.
at the Giants.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Game of the
God.
week.
Bird took the Giants. Sean took Washington. Anybody else want a quarter? Because
Fuck!
I really don't know who to take in this one either.
I mean,
Haskins was sent home sick again. So far, it's
sick.
Allen.
Sick.
Allen will be the starter so far. So that's who's quarterbacking, not Alex Smith at the moment.
I am taking Washington only because I think they have a better running back in.
McLaren?
Thank you. No. That McLaurin is
The receiver.
the wide receiver.
Allen's a receiver.
They're
What
a
do you
better
think,
running back
Gibson?
than the Giants.
Gibson is the running back.
Gibson. Gibson.
You got Devontae Freeman. The Giants do.
The Giants have Freeman. He's talking
But
about
he
Washington.
doesn't. Yeah, he
No,
does, he
Shaw's
doesn't
asked anybody name a running back for the Giants.
No, I
He
think
he doesn't have a. The Giants don't have a line. Washington has at least somewhat of a line. Washington will produce better on running.
Right. He's talking about the Washington running back, Gibson.
Yeah, Gibbs.
Yeah, and I think
Gibson will have more production than Freeman.
yeah, Doug. I think what you were trying to say was Washington's running backs are better than or will have a better running game
Oh yeah,
Good
and that's
day
where
than
it's
the
gonna.
Giants.
And that's what's gonna come down to. It's gonna be running all day because neither quarterback can throw.
Yeah.
You know, wide receivers. Okay, who do the Giants got?
Clayton.
Yeah,
Clayton.
that's Slayton.
Shepard, if he plays.
And Washington's got McLaurin.
That's
You're pretty much even there. It's going to come down to the running game.
It's going to come down to the defensive game.
And
It's
Chase
going to be a
Young,
non-defensive game.
Chase Young will be no. It'll be a defensive debacle because both offenses will stink.
I was gonna say, is
It's
Chase
gonna
Young
be-
back yet?
Well,
It'll be
Chase
the
Young was
prison,
back last week, wasn't he?
Was he? All right.
Yeah.
It'll be the prison inmate game of the week.
yeah.
I thought that was
We've got a couple, and we've got a couple of them. We're hitting the stride.
Oh yeah.
So I don't have a quarter, so I still don't know. Damn it.
They don't have a quarterback either, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Adam? He muted himself.
Adam.
Sorry, no, I know my daughter was trying to get something to drink out of my cooler, and she wants pop, and it's like, no, it's 9 o'clock at night. No, go. God, I mean, can we just call a tie?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah, we've
that's-
been over this. You
That
can.
may be, that may be,
That'd be a ballsy pick.
That may be our way out. It's like we don't have
Yeah.
to pick either one. We can just call the tie.
Maybe
So who'd you-
maybe we can just call this game NA.
Not available. It's active.
Just
Oh.
This game is inactive from our picking for the week. Who'd you guys say was starting?
Oh, you know that Fox, when they do only their few selected games, you know they're not picking this game.
No.
You know those commentators are not touching this game. They're like, no. They only pick the obvious big time games. No, they're gonna have to. They're not gonna pick any of the next 3 or 4 games. Hell no.
You know, fucking give me Washington. It's like picking the presidency. So lesser of two evils.
Shrods?
I had the Giants written down until you said Burrich and Giants. And honestly, I think it's a coin flip. So if I give one back here, who cares? I'm gonna go with the Washington.
Akers?
See, the reason why I said fuck is because what you said on Birch, because I actually went by, like I always said, I go by the players, and I don't think DJ is going to allow another game to go bad like he did last week, so I'm sticking with the Giants.
Durkin?
Give me the New York Football Giants. I think they're due to get off the mat this week.
The G-men.
You know, the scary thing is it's like everybody who goes into there, I'm going to take the Giants too, because I think the turf is the 12th man in this.
oh
Yeah.
god.
I think it's the
It's in
turf
New
is the
York.
12th man.
Yeah, who's getting hurt this week?
Yeah, over under on ACLs.
Oh,
Oh Jesus. 2.5.
yeah.
It's already claimed 3. Why not one more? Zolt, who do you want?
Give me the Giants.
Attaboy.
Doug?
I already said Washington.
Okay. The next.
What did Sean and Dave do?
Sean did Washington. Dave has not sent me.
Okay.
I sent him a message out, but he has not gotten back with me.
Gotcha.
So I don't know yet. I'll get him before Saturday.
Yeah, that's fine. Just curious.
Actually, before Thursday night game.
What
What,
Thursday?
Aaron?
There's no Thursday night game.
There's
Thursday
no
night game.
Thursday night game.
Oh, there is.
Buffalo and Kansas
No,
City.
we said that like 6 times.
Which is awesome because I always forget to make my fantasy football lineups before Thursday night.
Oh, that's,
Oh, for the love of God. So now I
Thursday
got
night was the Buffalo game.
everybody's not drunk on Saturday and making sure everybody's got their crap in before Sunday. Thanks. All right. The next
All right, so
prison
Thursday
inmate.
night should be the Dallas or the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Browns game.
We're not there yet.
Oh
do
God,
it Thursday.
Akers.
That way I don't have to worry about the
Oh.
weekend.
Akers, I just saw your post about the world right now, and then Ricky Bobby, and that shit is freaking hilarious. Oh, and he just went offline.
What?
You gotta
Everybody
bring that
shuffle.
shit up. Sorry, not to get off topic, but
Wait. You said it's on Facebook?
yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, what the fuck did Akers do?
Hang on.
Well, wait for it until the Steelers game comes up, and then
Oh yeah,
post
that'll
it.
work.
Oh, wait for
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
Good,
I've seen it too. I know what you're talking about now. I had to think about it.
good
Sounds
clean
like it.
family fun there, Cotton.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we can save that one. That's for sure. Absolutely. That can totally be done. I can.
All right, so
I know
Well,
there
you-
is one lone rider on that game. I'm just saying.
and he's not in this group. Okay. The next prison inmate game, the Falcons at the Vikings.
Oh boy,
I told you we are in for a week. Not
this is
kidding.
this is interesting.
This is not kidding. What's up, Mike Villan? Your timing is perfect. Yeah, the second prison inmate game, Falcons at Vikings.
can we pick the Falcons for the first 3 quarters and then the Vikings for the fourth?
Fourth quarter.
I don't even know if it works that way anymore.
I was gonna say.
I think that stopped.
Yeah.
Damn it!
And now it's just we're just gonna suck all the time.
Right.
Yeah, the Falcons are just a absolute train wreck, and especially now that the defensive coordinator is the head coach.
How the hell did
Yeah.
he not get fired too? The problem
Yeah.
is not in the offense or the head
The offense
coach.
couldn't
The problem
score.
is in the defense. How the hell did he not get fired?
Somebody's
And
got to
now
run
he's-
the team.
And now he's calling the plays, all of them.
Oh,
He didn't do a very good job in Tampa Bay when he was head coach either.
I was gonna say
All
he,
these
was-
shitty games
he
make me
used-
unsure.
he used to be the Tampa Bay head coach. It's Raheem Morris.
I don't care. He can't do shit now.
You're right.
What
I
have you
agree.
done for me lately? He ain't done shit now. I'm surprised he still has a fucking job.
Like I said, they waited way too long to keep the stupid. So,
But you know what? I called that firing.
yeah.
I was calling for the firing after week 2.
No, I said it was happening this week.
Oh,
On the
Said week
X.
5.
Yeah,
We said week 5.
yeah, I figured it.
I thought for sure the loser of the Lions Atlanta game was going to get fired. Well, Atlanta got the axe first. Now maybe if Lions lose, well, there goes their head coach.
God only willing.
No, sorry, you're stuck with Patricia for at least 2 more years.
No, I don't think
Oh.
that's happening.
I'm
I
sorry.
might drive down to Ohio and punch you in the face for that remark.
So, with that being said, anybody want the Falcons? Or is
Fuck
everybody
no.
Akers? You will go right back into the pooper.
Yeah, this
I
has
mean,
Anybody else want
Vikings.
the Falcons besides Akers?
Akers went with the Falcons.
I mean, Vikings have been actually playing.
He's had coronas
fairly
in
well.
him. Guess what? He's got an excuse.
Oh, shouldn't we quarantine him for 2 weeks then from the show?
Ah.
I'm already far distance away from you enough as it is. How much further do you want me to go?
He's in Pittsburgh.
Washington?
I mean,
I don't know.
Keep-
Can you get down to the Florida Keys tonight?
keep keep going east. You can bunk in with Schroets there.
good Lord.
I should start walking down to Heinz Field right now. I'm like, coming down from the field.
Without
Oh, look,
shoes
Baker
on.
right- Here's Baker right now.
Well, Mr. Burrich took the Falcons.
God
The-
damn it.
Did Birch
The
make his
only-
pick before or after the firings?
Beef this
Ooh.
after the firings.
I mean,
Okay.
the
He
only
sent me the
thing-
list this morning. So
Okay.
it's
but here's the thing: the only reason I could see going that way is you get that bounce from getting rid of your coach. We've seen it already this season, but
that was with
I
Romeo
just-
Crennel, not Raheem
yeah,
Morris.
I don't know that I see that here. Plus, I mean, Julio didn't practice again today, and he didn't practice at all last week. So
Nope.
you have
No.
no clue
And now
if
you
he's
have,
coming
and now
back.
you have a
It's
shit
so
coach
questionable.
who's worse than Quinn calling the
Yeah.
plays.
I cut
Um,
Julio.
Plus, I mean, like I was saying, the Vikings have actually played fairly well recently. They played really hard against the Titans, beat Houston on the road, and then almost beat Seattle. So
Almost
definitely
don't
going with the
count.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Well,
No,
really
but still,
wanna
know-
you're
Hey,
playing
good.
good teams and you're playing well against them. So
Yeah.
now you're playing a team that is not good.
What I really want to know is how the hell was Minnesota's coach not fired after that freaking bonehead call? They should have both been fired. Should have been the game of brand new head coaches.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you seen Zimmer's girlfriend?
Dude, we're not.
That's why he didn't get
What-
fired.
Keep it up.
They
Okay.
still want to keep her on TV.
So, Zolt,
for
you're
one more
taking the
week.
Vikings.
Yes, definitely.
Shrods.
Kings.
Sean took the Vikings. Adam.
Vikings.
Wow, nobody's gonna make up much ground this week.
Durkin.
Vikings.
Not in this game.
Doug.
Vikings.
We got two people who took the Falcons. So
Okay.
next prison inmate game, the Lions at the
Oh,
Jags.
come on.
Woohoo!
Told you we are in a slot for prison inmate games. It's not pretty. And like I said, I still don't have quarters.
I got one. You just got it's if it lands on the Steve.
Mute.
Poor Akers. He's going for a record today.
For stupidity. Looks like I have one Jags by Mr. Birch and a Lions by Mr. Herrera. So we have 1 and 1. So Jags. And we have Sean taking the Lions. Mr. Durkin, I already knew.
Yep.
Mr. Zolt.
It pains me. I will also go with the Lions.
You know what pains me? The Lions might win 6 out of the next 7 games.
I know.
Adam.
And that would save that fat bastard's fucking job.
So I said
He needs to take that stupid pencil out of his fucking ear and pop himself with it and take his poncho off and
I'm-
get out of here.
See, I'm
Okay,
just
here-
looking at it short term. Short term, we're dropping a pick behind Jacksonville. So
Well, here's a $1 million question, Durkin. You hate Patricia so bad, but would you rather have the Atlanta coach that just got fired or Patricia?
That's like saying rather have gonorrhea or herpes.
Pick one, bitch.
You gotta have one of them. You gotta have one.
it's like I want Eric Bieniemy out of Kansas City.
Yes.
That's
there
me.
we go.
Yeah, that one is gonna be some timing and timing.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go to
And-
Houston, honestly.
Can I answer that? Can I answer
And how
that
about-
question?
Yeah, answer it. I don't know why I'm not
I'll
the
go to
moderator.
take Quinn
Oh,
because
Wow.
it's not Quinn. It wasn't the offense's problem in Atlanta. It was always the defense, which is why I'm surprised the defensive
Quinn
coordinator
was
still has
the
a fucking
defensive
job.
coach.
the rocket scientist.
Quinn is the defensive coach. Quinn was never offensive. Quinn is the defensive guru behind it.
And
And
plus,
just think,
if we
Atlanta
had,
actually made a Super
what?
Bowl.
Yeah.
The
I like-
off-
I'll take
again,
They
Quinn
made
too.
offense was not-
They made it
off-
to the
again,
Super Bowl because somebody named Shanahan was the offensive coordinator, and on the 3rd and 1 play was actually overruled by a certain Dan Quinn instead of running the ball like they were doing the whole time, and decided to let Matt Ryan drop back to pass and said, go for the kill. That should have got Quinn fired right then and there, but it didn't. And that's when the debacle fell. So Mr. Quinn is the defensive genius behind it. So yeah, you don't want Quinn.
I'll take Quinn. We can have the law firm of Quinn and Quinn. You'll always lose.
Oh, great.
Goodness. Mike Vallant even says Lions by 3. Adam, who would you like?
Lions.
Shrods?
Eric and I told you it was going to happen one time this year.
Oh, baby.
Bust out the Honolulu blue Kool-Aid and the cornbread. I'm going with the D-man.
Doug?
What?
because it's Jacksonville. Give me the Lions.
Akers.
God damn, the Lions are going to lose now, aren't they?
Most likely, yes.
Would that
He'll
really
be
be that
great
bad?
though. Yeah, he'd be fired. He'd be on his ass. So that would be worth
One
it.
game early. Okay.
We've gone
Akers.
back to the. Sorry, go ahead, Akers.
I fucking hate it when you say Ryan's pick in front of me.
Do it every time now.
That's why he always does it.
Jacksonville.
This is a
You had me on
win-win.
mute. As soon as you said Ryan's pick, I just threw the fucking ball against the wall.
This is a win-win for Detroit fans. You either win the game or you lose a coach.
Who did Burridge pick? Did he pick the Jags or?
Jags. Yes.
I'm either going to make up a shit ton of ground this week or
Right.
I'm out of
Or
it.
fall way the hell behind. Yep.
Or we're all in trouble. Yeah, I was going to say, or we might all be in a little bit of trouble.
No, like seriously, the Lions are coming off a bye. They're getting their 2 starting cornerbacks back. They're getting healthy.
And
This
they've
is
got
actually a
2
game where
excellent
they
running
should
backs.
actually win. They've got health.
And
They've
they
got
should
a bye.
actually run the ball too.
They can run the ball. They have
Yeah.
Peterson
Yeah,
and Swift.
Yeah.
And they still got
It's gonna
Kenyon
be-
Johnson, Bo Scarbo's coming back.
Yeah,
They're going
that's
to work.
They have
Agnew more.
Peterson and Swift. Yes, that's all.
They're going to bust out that 4 running back set.
No, they're not.
No.
No.
Well, no,
there's
but-
that other Johnson can hang up his jockstrap.
He actually, when he
He's
was
okay.
playing, he looked good. Like he's not like a top tier running back anymore. He shouldn't be on
He
anybody's
wasn't
fantasy
even in a
rosters.
tier. He wasn't even in a tier.
His
No, but
problem was he freaking got injured every damn game.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when he's in there to spell players and stuff like that, he's actually made some plays. Like he has been horrible.
Replays doesn't count.
Durkin, you're not wrong. Like if you look at their schedule the next 6 or 7 weeks, like
Right?
fuck,
Doable.
like
It's doable.
They have an easy ass schedule.
oh my god, it's ridiculous.
All right, prison inmate game numero 4. Bengals at the Colts.
That's not an inmate game.
Really?
It's got
one-sided
some
affair.
sex appeal. It's got the first overall pick.
Really? You get to see a shoulder blade and you call it sex appeal? Really?
I like shoulders.
It's not feet, but I mean,
Oh no! Really?
That's
Yeah,
not worth a
yeah,
mute.
You had to go there. You had to go there.
that's what I dialed into. So
Oh,
Right.
please. I'm gonna make sure I got the picks right here. Burridge Colts, Sean Bengals. And says the Bengals.
Did you say Birch, Colts, Sean Bengals?
Sean Bengals? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, you were picking for them. Sorry.
And well, no, they've sent me their list.
I always forget. Yeah, I always forget that Birch isn't in the chat because
Yeah,
he's Birch and he's so loud on our
like
group chat.
Valan says, B enemy sounds like a disease. Sorry, sir, you have B enemy. There is no. That's brutal. Colts by 10, he says.
My lord.
Yeah, I'm on the Colts ordeal for this one too.
Yeah.
Doug's-
Colts defense is just going to overpower Cincy.
Well, I screwed the pooch on that one last week and took the Colts over the Browns, and I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, wait a minute. Phillip Rivers happened. That's right.
Yeah, that's gonna go down as a mistake. Do they still have Brissett?
Yes, they do.
They need to really consider
Putting
sending
him in.
Rivers home with his 15 kids and playing Brissett.
Now's the time to make that switch.
Well, they seemed like a better squad last year with Brissett.
No, you know what they could do? They could always throw in this guy, Jacob Eason, the rookie. Throw him in.
Oh.
Throw him in.
See what he could do with that?
I mean, why not? Every other rookie's playing right now. Shoot,
And yeah,
Wentz keeps it up. Jalen Hurts is going to be in.
Colts got
We're
an actually
going to see a
decent
whole class of
line.
quarterback rookies going in.
Okay, receiving for decent running back.
I think
Yeah.
that's really the only thing that Burrow's lacking right now is an offensive line. Other than that, the kid would be killing it even more than, and he's doing decent.
Yep. That's true.
He is, but it's horrible for a rookie quarterback to not have an offensive line.
Yeah.
That's what the Browns say all the time.
Fortunately, though, most top tier rookie quarterbacks that are actually starting, there's a reason why their teams are
Yep.
garbage, and that's what they get.
Zolt, who do you like?
I think Bengals are going to bounce back from what they did this past week, but it's not going to be enough. Take the Colts.
Durkin?
Colts.
Akers.
The Colts.
Adam.
Go with the Colts.
Shrine?
Did anybody pick the Bengals?
Yes, Sean did.
Yeah.
Sean.
Okay.
Sean did, yeah.
Shrine, I'm sorry.
Oh, Colts. Sorry.
Yeah, Sean took the Bengals. We'll get Big D and Suds and Suds' stuff in here. And the next one, I think the prisoners might just have more fun arm wrestling or watching marbles. Bears against the Panthers.
Ooh.
Don't anybody speak up at once.
I think the big question, one of the big questions
You usually
is,
call on us.
does McCaffrey play?
No. Well, even
I don't-
McCaffrey's not in. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
McCaffrey is not activated. We just were looking it up. He is not activated, even though this would be the first week he would be, but they said they are not activating him for it.
I mean, on all honesty, though, Mike Davis hasn't been doing bad at all filling in for him. So let
he's
him
been
rest,
really
and then
nice.
you
Yeah,
got
no need to hurry him back.
Yeah, but I didn't draft Mike Davis number one overall in both my leagues, so
I got him in the league too, McCaffrey. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
We all
Yeah,
have
it's all
too
your
many
fault.
goddamn leagues.
Yes.
I'm in.
I don't know what
six.
y'all are
That's
talking
ridiculous.
about.
When
Now
half
let's got Chubbs and McCaffrey on the same team.
you want a chubby McCaffrey?
Chubby McCaffrey.
I actually offered somebody Chubb straight up for McCaffrey, and they haven't got back to me yet.
Burrich and Sean both took the Bears.
The Bears. That wasn't my choice. I was just saying it.
I was totally not going to. I did take the Panthers. Akers.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, either.
Yep, I know. Like I said, it's just another prison inmate game.
No, it's either I'm sitting in the cellar with somebody or I'm sitting on the top of somebody.
That's what she
That's
said.
what she said.
Oh, fuck. It's ironic. We all sat here and down the Bears beginning of the season, and then these fuckers go out here and do all this. But
As much as I'd really like to.
Stronger team in this matchup, and that's why I'm taking them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to know if Suds is going to pick the Bears on that one.
What, Ditka?
Gets back on that bandwagon.
Dicka.
Durkin, who would you
What
like?
the fuck was that?
Well,
Bird
All right.
Durkin.
you know what? The Bears are.
It was gas.
The Bears are fool's gold.
Okay.
They are one drop pass and a quarterback switch away from being 2 wins down from where they are right now. I'm going to go with the Panthers because I do not believe in the Bears. Khalil Mack's been invisible this year. Their defense hasn't been what it is. They're like 2 or 3 plays away from literally being tied for the last place in the division.
With the
So I'm going to
line?
go with the Panthers.
I was going to say, I cannot
Thanks.
agree with that. I cannot agree with that statement, especially for what the Bears did against Tom Brady.
Okay, well that's fine. That was a good game.
Well, it's not. It wasn't the Bears'
Question.
defense.
Does
it
the
was
Bears
Nick
have a
Foles.
Super Bowl quarterback?
But by the way, in case you didn't notice, Tom Brady sucks now.
Really?
also doesn't
You
hurt.
better be getting all this out before Suds gets on.
I was going to say, we get it all out before Suds gets in here.
Doesn't help that literally the entire Buccaneers offense is freaking on the IR or questionable.
Are you seriously making excuses? No.
Yeah, he needs to make
Tom Brady did it with a whole bunch of mishmash wide receivers and still got there.
Oh no, I'm
No
not saying
running
that.
back either.
I'm not saying that about the Buccaneers. I'm saying the reason why Chicago looked halfway decent last week was because they're playing against freaking six stringers.
Yeah. I think Chicago's fool's gold. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with Durkin at all. I mean, if you look at their schedule, the games that they've played, okay, they've beaten the Lions, the Giants, and the Falcons.
Barely
Then they
beat the
lost to
Lions.
the Colts.
Hold
Yes,
that thought.
they had a good game last week against the Bucs.
When they beat the Falcons, they were also down 17.
And they put in
But it
Big
was
Dick.
against the Falcons.
And then the fourth quarter hit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I completely get where Durkin's coming from as far as the fool's gold comment. I mean,
Yeah.
they have their schedule coming up: Carolina, the Rams, the Saints, the Titans, the Vikings.
Welcome
We're
to
going
the
to see
basement.
if the Bears are the Bears.
Yeah, we're gonna see what they are. So
Well, with that being said,
back to the
Zolt,
picks.
with that being said, Mr. Zolt, who are you picking?
I'm going with the Panthers because I think where Chicago is.
I was waiting for him to say the Bears.
Yeah, that
No,
would've been-
I was
going
going
with
to
the Panthers.
a lot of this chair if he would have said the Bears.
That would have been awesome.
The land says I have the Bears by 7. Doug, who do you like?
Mike Davis effect. Give me Panthers.
Trendy pick.
Teddy Two Gloves.
I didn't catch all that.
Give me the Panthers and Teddy Two Gloves.
Shrods.
Panthers.
All righty. Then there's separation between stupid and ignorant. And the next game up, more wonderful, tons of fun. The afternoon, we only get 2 whopping games, and they both may be on TV at the same time. You're either going to get to see the Jets at the Dolphins or the Panthers at the Bucks, and so the Jets at the Dolphins is up first.
Right. Well, let me get off air. I'll talk to Will about it tomorrow.
You know you're skipping 4 o'clock or 1 o'clock game.
On purpose.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
For
On
suspense.
purpose.
Okay,
It's being done on purpose.
okay. I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, it's being done on purpose.
Is it being done on purpose?
Yes, it's being done on purpose.
On purpose.
So Durkin,
Been done on purpose.
Oh, Miami.
speaking of a dolphin. I also chose the Dolphins. Burrich and Sean have
The Dolphins.
Dolphins. Hey, you never know. Doug,
Give me Dolphins.
Zolt,
Dolphins looked fairly impressive this past week. I think they're actually going to have a letdown from that, but they are playing the Jets, so it's going to be Dolphins all day.
I saw that swerve. Okay. Rods.
Ride that Fitzmagic while you can.
Damn right.
And then Tua behind it.
I think that's the real kicker there. Like, I'm going with the Dolphins, but George, you had mentioned like most of the, if not like all the rookie quarterbacks are playing, except for the number, what is he, number 2 draft pick or number 3? So like, what do you do with? How do you think he's feeling right now?
If I remember right, Dolphins made a comment after the draft saying he might not play this year.
Yeah.
So
You're not rushing him.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just coming back from a major injury last year. So
Adam, who do you like?
Give me Conor McGregor's older alcoholic brother, Fitzpatrick, and his Dolphins.
what?
well done.
Nice. Nice.
Wow.
Acres, you get to follow that.
Good luck, bitch.
Wow, Jets.
You know how to spell that, Akers?
That's my problem right now. Is I really want Miami.
Uh-oh.
Oh
If
no!
you're gonna take
Oh,
them, you
no.
got to do like the YMCA thing to do the Jets.
And I swear to God, if the
But
Jets win this
just
fucking game,
because
we gotta-
everybody tried Miami, and I only said this earlier, I do think Miami's going to win this game. But the starting quarterback for the New York Jets right now is Joe Cool.
Yes, it is. Sam Darnold is ruled out.
Isn't that like
Auto?
Snoopy when he's wearing the sunglasses? Isn't that his name, Joe Cool? That's what I thought.
Ah, I hate it.
He's trying to talk himself out of the pick.
Well, I just hope to God that if he picks them, they don't fucking win, because then it would be all hearing about the Jets like we did the Titans this
Oh
week.
yeah,
Hey,
I know.
to be perfectly fair, if he takes the Jets and they actually win, I think we give him a minute or two on next week's show because he'll probably have earned it at that point.
No,
Well,
because
I mean, I understand, but I mean, he'll lose all the other picks, but you know that one.
Wait, if I lose all the other picks, that means one guy's going with me.
no, not really.
Because this is the one pick he's different from. I think I'm gonna stay with Joe Cool.
Wow.
You know the Jets practice this week, White, right?
Practice.
Jesus.
You hadn't talked about the playoffs, but they did practice.
Well, I hope you get one of the cots in the basement there, Akers.
Just noticing Sean was lone wolfing the Bengals game.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought somebody else did the Bengals.
Nope. Just Sean so far. So far. Suds and Big D haven't gotten their 2 cents in. I'm just saying so far.
So far. Do I know where your glasses are now?
Bears. Okay, Panthers at the Bucks.
Packers
wait a minute.
Packers at the Bucks.
The
Packers.
Yes.
are at the Bucks. And Packers out of these two gentlemen.
Just because I don't even think the team is strong enough. I'm going Green Bay.
Shrods.
Packers.
Durkin.
He was in the chat
He's
asking
not
if we
there.
made the next pick yet.
What the hell's he doing in the chat and not in the damn room?
Who?
Durkin.
Durkin.
Sure.
Maybe he had to poop.
Yeah, maybe. Please don't turn the camera back on.
Right.
Yep, that's it. Well,
What's going on? And that came up.
Hey. Mike Valance says Bucks by 3. I don't
He's
know.
crazy.
I don't know about that one.
No.
Oh, look at that.
That's the
I had
dangerous
to
part
take a
about
shit.
it. Brady has weapons that no one really knows, and he could utilize them. But I still don't think Tampa Bay is strong enough to go against Green Bay.
Andrew says, pains me to say Rodgers is going to show Brady why he should have retired. He takes the Packers.
It'd been funny if he said he takes the Bucks.
I was no. All right, so
Tampa Bay couldn't beat the Bears, but Mike Valen thinks they're going to beat Green Bay.
I don't know if that is 100% true, Mr. Villan. Hold on a second. He's saying Godwin is back. I don't believe he is.
I'm gonna
He's
get mad at it.
questionable.
He is. I was going to say
He's questionable.
Every week he's questionable.
no, but he has not. He did not practice.
He did not. Oh, if he did not practice, then yeah.
Yeah, that.
Give me the Bucks.
Confirmed. That cannot be hard confirmed. Did you say you want the Bucks?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Survivor pick.
No, hell no. Only if you're already out.
Give me Packers.
What's up, Chris? How you doing? Adam.
Rodgers.
For me to be pegged as a drug
All right.
You sitting in here?
Rams
No.
at 49ers. The Shrods. Oh, let me see what we got here. Rams and Rams.
And Rams.
I was going to say, even I also took the Rams. I think it's, even though Jimmy was full participant in practice, yeah.
God, their defense is bad.
I was going to say, do you know who's still alive on that defense?
I couldn't tell you what third string guy is starting at defensive end right now because I have no clue. I have no idea. It's not even major league funny.
Yeah.
At this point, it's that defense is just. I mean, a MASH unit's better.
Yeah. I mean, you expect a bounce back after losing to Miami, but geez, I don't know that they have the personnel to bounce back. So,
Me neither.
Rams.
Anybody? I was gonna say I'll just leave it at this. Anybody want the 49ers?
Cam's getting a touchdown.
What was that?
I said Cam's getting a touchdown.
Cam's getting it.
Well, why not? He's gonna be playing in garbage time against third stringers.
Nice.
That's gonna be the whole game.
Good point. That's the
True.
point. You gotta have him build back up.
Rams, by the way.
Yeah, we would assume that.
Yeah.
Okay, finally a good game. Maybe. After both debacles, you kind of scratch your head and your ass and go, what's what? Rams by 21, Mike, I'd even make it higher. I don't think the 49ers get a field goal.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
It's going to be that bad. It will be that bad.
That's a
I
bold
thought you
ass
could be like Miami last week and
They
kick a
put
field
in
goal.
CJ Beathard for crying out loud.
Because Garoppolo's ankle ain't right yet, so they had to play their backup.
No, and Garoppolo was full. No, it wasn't. It was coach's decision to bench Garoppolo last week.
Yeah, but the analyst said it's because when they're watching
The analyst didn't
plant,
know from his head.
The
when
analysts
they're
don't
watching
know
Garoppolo
shit.
plant,
Oh,
they can tell
bullshit.
this is Orlovsky. Orlovsky's good.
Oh,
bullshit.
Jesus. Same
He's
guy who
still
ran out of the
fucking
end zone, right?
Chiefs at the Bills. This one's going to be fun because now that the Chiefs have lost, now what do you
That's
do?
what they do again.
Now that Buffalo lost,
Yep.
Both coming off losses.
Both are coming off of a loss. So what you gonna do?
And was it Tennessee's
Chiefs
number?
at the Bills.
Tennessee's in there too, Doug.
We're not talking about Tennessee. That was freaking.
no, I
almost
said
an
it.
hour
Did
ago.
someone say Tennessee Chiefs?
No, I was thinking of who's. Never mind. My mind is going about 14 different directions here.
Yeah. The Chiefs have been picked by both other guys. I had not picked anything yet either.
What did Burridge pick before we get to Akers?
Chiefs. And Sean and Burridge both picked Chiefs. I don't.
All right,
know.
Akers, you ready to lone wolf it, bud?
Lone Wolf it. I didn't even pick them last week. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
It'd
now's
be
your
different
chance.
if I picked Buffalo last week. But guess what? This guy did not pick Buffalo last week.
Mute.
Yep. Anyways, Doug, who would you like, the Chiefs or the Bills?
Chiefs.
Zolt,
Chiefs.
Durkin,
Buffalo's not ready for this stage yet. Give me the Chiefs.
Akers.
I thought that was obvious.
No.
With you,
He
nothing's
said I
obvious.
love Wolf and Buffalo, and I said, no.
You're not taking Tatanka?
Adam,
Big
Chiefs.
Mahomes.
Shrods.
Chiefs.
Looks like so far I am the only solo act.
Oh my.
I am taking Buffalo at home.
Because home field means so much when nobody's in the stands.
Why? I have
No,
a
they're
question.
gonna 22%.
Artificial turf, and somebody doesn't like it. So
It was
that's
another-
my only reasoning behind that one on that.
If it was another 4 weeks from now and they're playing in Buffalo, then
It would be a different story.
possibly.
Our fun game for the second half of the Monday night billing, because the Chiefs at Bills, I believe, is a 6 or 7. No,
5 p.m.
Usually 7:05.
Oh,
5 o'clock. It's a 5 o'clock
5.
start. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Good luck in downtown Buffalo getting
Right.
And
Good
awesome
luck.
to the people in Kansas City that have to tune in at 3 o'clock in the middle of their workday.
Well,
Four.
4.
as
Oh,
far
they're
as
not-
the
They're
They're
not.
only an hour back.
as
Okay.
far as the people in Buffalo, it's Buffalo versus Kansas City, man. Nobody's gonna be working at 5
Working,
o'clock.
yeah. That's,
They're all
They'll be-
flocking out at 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
they're
much.
going to be hopping through tables.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 o'clock, Buffalo is shut down.
So the real Monday night game,
yeah. Back to the other Monday night game,
the real Monday night game,
the Cards at the Cowboys.
So many questions.
you have so many questions.
Yeah.
So do I.
Is Prescott going to play?
Whoa.
Really?
I think they might have brought his ankle to the travel with the team.
They found it.
Yeah, they found it.
His titanium metal rod will be there.
Just one? I'm thinking probably 2 of them, at
At
least.
He's going to have a whole bunch of rosin reels up in that foot.
Yeah. It's not going to look pretty for the next 6 months.
do we still get a franchise tag?
This should be interesting.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think so.
Watch them just go off on a tear now with Dalton behind there.
Okay, calm down.
It's not
Hold
pushing
the phone.
It,
Both.
they're in a weak division. Who knows? Anything could fucking
It's only going to
happen.
take 6 wins to get to the top of that division this year.
Exactly.
But do you keep it
the
6 and
Cards
Andy
have been
Dalton?
chosen on the other by the other 2 gents.
Because they're smart.
I've took the Cowboys.
Oh my.
No, what's the matter, Dirk? You're not gonna say this is where George isn't smart now?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying this is where you use your opportunity to, and you didn't.
I'm pretty much entrusting at this point it's a system ordeal, and I think that Andy Dalton it's kind of like a plug and play. So that's why I'm going on a limb for the first go around, and I'm gonna turn around and go with the Cowboys, especially after finding out that the Cards lost the starting middle linebacker due to injury. So I'm like,
That opens up the flat for Mr. Schultze there.
it opens it up for Mr. CD Lamb, who cuts across into the slot. So
They didn't even have a defense anyway, so
Cowboys. Akers?
Reach for the sky.
What does that mean?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
You ever watch Toy Story?
gonna say hello.
I saw
Oh,
the first one,
yeah.
but since I'm not
Okay.
a
All
fucking
right,
8-year-old, I didn't see the last three.
Durkin.
What the hell's
I
wrong
knew
with
it
it?
was
It was
3.
the very first. It was in the very first one. What are you
Oh.
talking about?
Really? It's been a long time because I'm not an 8-year-old.
Okay, Durkin.
Oh,
But
no.
you have
Give
a little
me-
child that you should know. You should know the movie
Who do
pretty
you want?
quickly.
She likes Peppa Pig, and I like the Cardinals.
That's not the same animal.
Vote.
Asshole.
I sort of agree with you as far as the plug and play with Andy Dalton into Dallas, but the skill level is different slightly. And frankly, Dallas's defense is bad. It's pretty bad. I'm going to go with the Cards.
What's the over under on this? 58,
54 and a
112.
half.
54. I was gonna say I
74.
no, he said 54.
54 and a half.
I thought it might have been about 58. It's a couple points off. I think it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up there. Doug, who would you like?
That's not a team.
Yeah.
Is that gas?
Might as well be
That was
with
Dak after the hit.
Oh no, that doesn't deserve a mute.
I'm sorry, but I burned Dak on the top 10 show right out the gate, and I got chewed for it. I was like, "What? Too soon?" They're like, "Yeah, it's only been a couple hours."
I think anybody that had him on their team is perfectly okay to make whatever joke they want.
Even Mike Valan chimed in, and he says, "Upset of the week, Dallas wins."
It's not the upset.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way too. I'm gonna say Dallas just for the fuck of it.
I was going to say, upset of the week might be harsh. I think the spread is like 1.5.
Adam,
that
who do you
close?
like?
Oh wow.
Kyler Murray and the Cards.
Spreads?
Sorry, spread is 2.
Spreads.
Hoping this is an absolute shootout, and Kyler Murray goes off against that just unbelievable Cowboys defense. I'm going with the Cards.
I was gonna say the Cards defense is just as
It's not great. No, it is
That's
not
why I'm
great.
saying I'm hoping it's a shootout.
yeah, they just, like I said, they just lost the starting middle linebacker, and I just went, oh well then. CD.
Well, as long as
CD Lamb
D-Hop
with 3.
goes,
I mean, what? Chase Claypool got 4 touchdowns. I have CD Lamb go, hey, dude, beer, hold my beer, watch this.
I'm not going to worry about CeeDee Lamb yet.
Yeah, that's why you've gotten your ass kicked by me in fantasy football because of him. So, yeah,
Hey,
keep thinking that.
Be fair, he gets his ass kicked by everybody.
because I'm going against
It hasn't
Zolt.
been a good year.
Because I'm going against Zolt this week, I need D-Hop to give me 2 touchdowns.
Oh, that'll happen. Oh, that'll happen easily.
100
Yeah,
plus
could-
and 2 touchdowns would be really, really nice from D-Hop.
Could the Cardinals
Really use
possibly
it,
score
bud.
more than the Browns scored? I mean, they got the weapons to do it.
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be. What was the over under? What was the actual score was what, 70 something?
What with the Browns and Cowboys? It was 49 to 30. Fuck, I don't even remember.
I was gonna say I know it was up
49-38 or something, wasn't it?
It was 70 some points. I do recall. It was around 70 something.
Well, 49 plus 38 is like 80.
Yeah.
Almost 90.
Trying to.
I'm looking up now to see if somebody gets it before I do, but
What fucktard pick?
49-38 was the final for the Browns and Cowboys.
I picked the Cardinals.
I was gonna say, could you be more specific?
They both picked the Cards.
Ah, yes. 2 games now.
All right. Well, I gave him I've stalled long enough and gave Schleppy plenty of time to get on here, but he snoozes, he loses. We're on to the wonderful rivalry game of the week, the Browns at the Steelers. Sean, we have both started with the Browns. This game is
Hey, you gotta show the picture.
Oh, that's right. Got to show the Facebook picture.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Getting there.
He's only one man. He's only one man.
The mouse is moving.
Damn you, Dave. Now I want some McDonald's fries.
That's right. It was the Nuggets today.
And there is one beautiful little picture.
You, Dale.
Fuck the Steelers!
I wonder who he's picking.
Yes, my windows are open.
That's balls. That shows true balls. That's right. Your windows are open and you're in Pittsburgh.
If you say that any louder, the bullets flying through the window will be next.
We'll know what happened.
No, they won't be able to get the bullets over the hill.
That's true.
Which hill?
Neat.
There's always a hill.
There's
Always a hill.
Always a hill.
What's up, Coach Ken? How you doing? So Akers taking the Brownies. Doug?
Wow. I would love it big time if the Browns win.
If the Browns win and the Ravens would actually lose.
Nope.
The Browns and Steelers, the Browns would actually jump the Steelers and be in first place in the division.
Yeah.
Boy, stars in your eyes, man.
I said that was if.
Actually, that's not
like
true.
they say, ifs and
For the
everybody would have a
shits and giggles.
Thank you.
This
Sam.
is my shits and giggles game of the week. I'll take the Brownies.
Hey.
What is in those brownies, Doug?
Dude, man, like you'll never know, man.
Durkin?
All right, Jens, I'll put a case of Yingling on it that the Steelers are going to win.
Holy shit. Who's taking up on that?
It was more of a...
hang on.
No.
This is hang on. This is entertainment only. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, if he's trying to pick Yingling because it's a Pennsylvania beer, he needs to pick IC. IC is the one that's made in Pittsburgh.
He's picking it because he can't buy it in Michigan, so he never has to pay up.
Okay, I thought he was trying to say it because it was
They can't get it. They can't get it in Michigan.
Can't get it in Michigan.
Yeah, that's why he said it.
Yeah. Jens need to get a clue.
Here's a floor to buy a clue.
Rods?
I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Adam?
Well, I haven't picked the Browns all year. I don't plan on picking them again this week for the simple fact that the Browns have not won in Pittsburgh since 2003. I'm sorry, but I just can't pick. I mean, we have bad luck in Pittsburgh. I get it's a new team and new scheme, everything, but I just don't see it happening.
I like how that rhymed, though. Quality.
Agreed. Zolt?
Steelers for this one reason. Baker Mayfield on the road against the Steelers defense.
And Baker Mayfield with sore ribs.
And with TJ
They're
Watt
about to get even more sore.
Case Keenum coming in?
That would be very interesting.
That would be interesting.
Is what?
That Case Keenum would be in.
I don't think that helps your cause.
That is a sentence that nobody on earth has ever said. That Case Keenum going in being very interesting. He's Case
Vikings
fucking
fans.
I thought it was interesting when he went to Denver. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting experiment. But
yeah, it really worked out well.
Failed.
Miserably.
It was a failed experiment.
Yeah. Any quarterback going over to Denver is a failed experiment.
I don't know what was said, but there was something said on Twitter from Hunt. That something about that
Doing it for Miles.
They're going to win this thing for Miles. Is that what it was?
Yeah, along the lines of it's a kind of they want the respect or something. and
Oh,
that,
I forgot about that.
Miles
What's
Garrett
I was digging for it. I can't find it.
Ooh, who's gonna chop block Miles Garrett first?
I mean, there's definitely an entertainment factor there.
Oh yeah,
No doubt.
This one everybody will be watching. I believe it probably will be the national game too.
Some games I actually get on the NFL.com fantasy app that
This
I've
one
been
should be
watching.
it. This
Yeah,
one should be it.
You can watch any game on the NFL app. You just have to tell it's your favorite team.
No, when you tell it it's your favorite team, it tells you to fuck off because that's what it did to me.
No, there's been a
Because
couple.
she chose the Lions.
There's been a
Because I
couple
told her,
that
like,
it's
Lions my favorite team. Oh, here's this other game from like 3 markets away. I'm like, oh, thanks NFL.com app. I appreciate that.
a couple times that actually
They
said,
know the
for
Lions.
Red Zone, watch on Red Zone, and I'm like, I don't have a Red Zone account.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I couldn't find my.
But I
goddamn
watch what I
HD
can.
antenna.
And I hope that this is one of the games that I could actually
what,
pull
though?
up on the phone
You
and
know what worked?
watch.
Yahoo Fantasy Sports app worked really well for me. That one week when I was at my baby mama's house, and she doesn't have cable, and I couldn't find the HD receiver. I could actually watch the Lions game on Yahoo Fantasy Sports app on my phone.
Because it was a locally televised game.
No, I could have watched any game.
Oh.
Yeah, Yahoo's another one like that too.
Keep that in mind.
I know I sent that over to Dave.
Uh-oh.
No responses back from Manning, Mr. Manning, and Suds must still be stuck at work. Hey.
That's a rough
Sucks to
day.
be them,
Yeah.
but we're okay.
So if we're done with the picks, George, I got something here real quick that I just stumbled across
Shoot.
on the not gambling website. Top 8 Super Bowl odds right now.
You degenerate.
Top 8 Super Bowl odds right
Oh,
now.
I know.
Yeah, some of them are easy, obviously.
I know where he's going with this one.
Kansas City, Green
No,
Bay.
you don't.
I think you do.
Okay. Kansas City is tops right now, plus 400. So, which means if you were to bet 100, you would return 500.
Green Bay.
So Chiefs are number 1. Packers currently number 4 at plus 1,000.
Oh, wow. Number 4.
Seattle.
Seattle currently number 3, plus 800.
Baltimore 2.
Number 2,
Wow.
plus 550.
Oh, wow. Where's Cleveland at, Dave?
So we've got the top 4. I don't know. I'd have to expand the whole thing. I could do that though for you.
They're not top
Bills.
10. Is what you're saying?
They're not top 8. That's what I got on the screen.
It's Tennessee 5.
Tennessee is number 8, plus
Wow.
1,800.
The
All
Steelers
right.
number 6.
Yep. So you need
And
5 and 7 right now.
let's go with, well, just because Brady's
Vegas.
there, Tampa Bay is going to be on there.
That's
No.
number 7.
Who?
Oh, they
Tampa
really
Bay.
made it?
Tampa
Okay.
Bay is number 7.
Just because of Brady and people are
I
drinking
was
that
I was
Kool-Aid.
thinking Vegas would be 7.
Are the
No,
Saints?
somebody already said Vegas.
No,
That
Vegas
was
is
me
not
that
top
screamed
8.
it.
Saints?
Vegas is currently plus
Oh.
4,400. Yeah,
LA
Schroed said
Rams.
Saints.
Schroed said it was the Saints.
Oh, the
number
Saints.
5.
Oh, yeah, I
Saints.
forgot about the Saints. The Taints.
And we picked the Saints in Baltimore. Oh, look who it is. It's a day late and $1 short.
But
I said
Just-
that Kareem
All right,
Hunt
so
thing,
rewind
George.
10 minutes real quick.
so just because Browns are 11.
Ooh, 11-1.
No, Browns are number 11. They are plus 2,800.
Oh, geez.
My
That's
God.
the best odds they've had in years.
But they're above the Raiders.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean is popped on. What's happening, Sean? We're just killing.
Where's Sean?
Suds. Sudsy. Welcome.
Oh, there he is.
Guess
Hello.
what?
Hey.
We've been through it all. So We've got to blitz you and quiz you real fast.
Nah, make it the Sud Show. Let's go. 20 minutes.
Broncos at Patriots.
Who has the most felons?
That would be currently the Broncos. I don't think the Pats have any, and we know that
Broncos just
Broncos have one.
Yeah, they just earned one. Who would you like?
I'll take. Oh shit! I'm gonna have.
Luck is.
Neither one of them have a fucking quarterback, do they?
Actually,
They're all playing.
They are both cleared. Luck
Cam's
is
back.
playing and Cam Newton is playing.
I'll take the Patriots then.
Texans at Titans.
So
far,
Titans.
Everybody, yep. So far, everybody took Titans. We had one lone wolf with the Texans.
Right here.
Yeah, you're special.
Browns versus Steelers.
Steelers.
Disneyland.
Steelers.
You were lone wolf in that.
Hang on. Raise hands. Who went Steelers?
I'll be listening, but I won't be on camera.
So who lone wolfed and went to Cleveland?
Doug,
Akers.
Ryan, Akers, Sean all went Browns.
George, I'm proud of you, sir. I'm
What?
proud of you.
I have Pittsburgh's defense on like 4 leagues.
That's
Well,
a-
you've
That's a
you've
good
come a
thing.
long way.
Hey, you should show
15 years ago, you would have jumped all over the Cleveland bandwagon. You've stayed off. Congratulations.
Oh,
You're a
yeah.
normal human being.
15 years ago, George would have drafted their fucking kick returner in the 3rd round.
Ravens.
Oh yeah, Josh Cribbs.
Yeah, Josh Cribbs.
Yeah, so would I. That's
Yeah, so did Suds.
Has it been 15 years since Josh Cribbs?
No,
Yeah.
but is it
pretty
really?
close.
Hey,
Wow.
shit.
It's only been.
Nice.
I'm going to take the Ravens. We'll just skip right ahead and just go straight with that. All right.
Now we get to the prison inmate games. Washington or the Giants?
What?
Washington.
Falcons at the Vikings. 2 people picked the Falcons. Just saying.
I know. It's just a hard, especially with a new coach. A lot of times people, they play above their
Raheem
grade.
Morris from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who only won 4 games, is the new head coach.
You know, Raheem Morris is a good mind, though. He does have a good football mind. He hasn't had a great track record as a head coach, but sometimes that happens your first go around. He is a very respected football mind, though.
I'm going to take the
He's not a
Vikings.
schlub.
He
So you
talked
want
me
to
into
coach
it.
the Lions?
Lions at the Jags. Lions at the Jaguars.
I wouldn't bet on the Lions to save my life right now.
You fucking jagoff. It's after 10 o'clock-ish.
The Bengals at the Colts. And we have so far 1 person took the Bengals.
I'll take the Bengals too.
Oh, you screwed up their lone wolf.
Yeah, that
Oh,
just
he wasn't lone wolfing it.
I don't think it was me.
nope. Bears at the
No,
Panthers.
I'm going Bears, baby.
Wow.
Wow.
That's almost a lone wolf. I don't think too many people picked the Bears in that one.
Yeah,
There is
there were
Bears- there is
several
another
people
Bears
who
pick.
picked the Bears in that one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought there's only like 2.
No,
My
there's
bad.
1, 2,
My bad.
3. There's now 4.
Okay, 4 out of 12 ain't bad.
There's only one lone wolf.
He's got 2 thumbs and says it's gonna win.
You once picked it must have been the Lions.
No, it
No.
wasn't. I picked Houston. Deshaun Watson is a special quarterback, so you never know what's gonna happen every week.
Bethel.
We had a special person who took the Jets over the Dolphins. The rest of us took the Dolphins.
Was I taking my shit
No.
when that happened?
Is he choking?
Suds?
Oh.
I'm going to take Miami.
Okay.
Who the hell took the Jets?
Akers.
Akers. They're the worst team. In...
Packers at the Bucks. 1 person took the Bucks.
Akers. Was it Akers again?
No.
I'm gonna take the Bucks too.
Damn you.
Zolt's pissed now.
Why do you tell him that beforehand?
He took it off. Everybody took the Rams over the 49ers. Would you like the 49ers?
Is any of the offensive line coming back?
There's no defensive
It's more like
line
defense.
at the moment.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't, Suds, I'm the 49ers fan. I don't know any of the linemen on the line right now. Because
Dude, if this was a full lineup, I would take San Francisco in a heartbeat on this one. But I think you're missing 75% of your team.
90%, yeah.
Jesus Christ, what can you do but take the opponent? I mean, you don't have a choice. You're basically playing the practice squad.
Hey, don't say nothing about the practice squad. The practice squad plays one.
Shut up. Chiefs at the Bills.
I'm gonna take.
This is a mix.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Okay.
I think they're gonna be pissed and going to put it on them.
Well, both teams lost, so.
Yeah, the Chiefs are
Yeah,
much
but
better.
one of those
team.
teams has
And
a
only
killer
one
instinct.
person picked the Bills.
Going on.
Go ahead, George. Tell them who it was.
I did. I waved my hand.
He waved.
Oh, okay, I had to switch to another screen.
I noticed you didn't mention that before he picked.
What? I said one person picked the Bills. I did say it.
He said it.
I thought he said it was a mix.
No. So one person picked the
Interesting.
Bills.
All right, I'll go back to my nap.
The mix is on the next one a little bit. It's Cards and Cowboys in Dallas.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
Makes it split even so far.
You want to hear? I'm looking at the, you're one of the leagues I'm winning with yours, George. Andy Dalton's actually projected for higher points than Aaron Rodgers.
Shut the fuck
Well,
up.
yeah, because we said that game was going to go over.
Well, I'm just saying, but
Projections.
still, like, he should never be ahead of Aaron Rodgers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
As Aaron Rodgers said on the Pat McAfee show, my down seasons are career seasons for other quarterbacks. That's a
I just
quote.
couldn't believe that.
Yes, it was.
That was legendary.
Well, the problem is Aaron Rodgers is not going to see the ball as much as he normally does because Brady is he usually passes 4 or 5 yards and just keeps moving the chains. So
okay.
Yeah,
Clock
he's
manager.
a little dink and duck quarterback. He sucks now.
Mr. Manning has submitted his lineup in.
you're such a wherever you work doesn't require drug testing, does it?
God, I hope not.
He took the Patriots. He took the Titans. He's taking the Browns. He's taking the Ravens. He also is taking Washington, the Vikings, the Lions, the Bengals.
Oh my.
So there was going to be no lone wolfing that one anywhere. The Bears, the Dolphins. So Akers, you have, well, you're gone. Yeah, you will. I think you will be gone when that game's over too. He's going with the Bucks. He's also going with the Rams,
Hey, we found Akers.
the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. So it is almost a 50-50 split on that one. So that should prove to be interesting. So we have 2 lone wolves.
That's not true. He's not a true lone wolf. He only picked him because nobody else picked him.
Yeah, you know.
Isn't that what a lone wolf
you
is?
get lucky once.
Yeah, that's the
And
No,
just
he
like-
said he wanted Tennessee, and he's like, you know what? I'll take Houston because no one picked him.
Yeah.
And the subway rumbled in my gut, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna switch."
Now, I
back.
was going to say, you've now taken a healthy dump. Are you sure you want them?
Yes, 100%. Deshaun Watson is
Okay.
special quarterback.
Okay.
Didn't Akers only take the Jets because nobody else took them?
Yep.
Oh, I remember.
Yes,
Two
that's
acres.
exactly right. That's why. Yep.
hypocrite much.
Reason.
It's not true.
Oh, wait, George,
I
George.
have a sack of
Black.
crap.
It's
We
like
didn't
all this
get
time
this-
that I'm taking Miami and the Jets to take the lone wolf out of here, but it's kind of hard when they're both facing each other.
Hey, George.
Yes. Sir.
Suds wasn't here when we got to this at the top of the program. Who won the picks last week?
Oh God.
Mr. Durkin.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Suds.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's worse, him bragging about that or fucking Akers with his Titans bullshit.
Yeah,
With the
but
practice
That's my only
squad.
brag
I mean,
because me and Suds have this back and forth because he
well,
wants to shave
and-
my head.
and Suds.
Well, you.
Don't,
Well,
Suds,
I mean,
Suds.
you're gonna let me shave your head, or you're just gonna be a
Chris.
liar. One of the two.
Chris, you really don't want to spew a whole lot about this week's picks because you, myself, and Doug only got 6 right and are the owners of the Cellar Dweller.
Oh,
Not the first time.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Who's
did it
sleeping
really
where?
happen? Oh, yes.
How many picks did you guys have?
Oh,
6.
6.
Man, can you imagine the Titans didn't win? There'd be another guy down there.
There would be one solo son of a bitch down there. That's right.
how do the Titans blow that?
There would be only one Akers owning the Cellar Dweller.
Sorry, are you bragging because you're one spot ahead of the Cellar Dwellers?
Yes, he is. Yes, he's being
All right.
badass.
You know.
That's like me bragging the Lions are one game ahead of the Vikings. I think.
Yes.
No, they won one, didn't they?
But technically, they're in front by 1.
Yes,
they're
because
in front.
alphabetical order.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Question earlier.
Alphabetical order.
I think it was strength of victory.
Strength of schedule.
It's 1 and 3 versus 1 and 4. So
That's
I don't
right.
know
We
how
had a
you
bye.
wanna-
Yeah.
Woo! The bye week
The bye week
kept us
already.
in 3rd place. Hell yeah! Here we go. Meteoric rise, baby. Ooh.
So you're
only
saying there's a
problem-
chance.
The only problem is the Lions will drop down to 1 and 4, and the Vikings will go to 2 and 4. So they jump in front and will be the Cellar
Oh, no.
Dwellers.
We called Elon Musk. He's putting us on that SpaceX rocket. We're going up, up, up in the standings.
So there's 2 cuts
Okay,
down in the cellar.
wait a
Don't
minute.
look at me that way, Dave. Don't look at me that way, Dave.
Okay.
Crash
they're,
and burn.
they're technically 3rd. Up is Chicago at 4 and 1.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a couple weeks.
A couple. There's 3 games.
Look, we've already talked about Chicago being fool's gold. They don't know who their quarterback is. Big Dick Nick, he'll be good for like a week. Probably not this week. You know, he'll be good there and there, but they've got a tough schedule ahead.
You're still
And
looking
Schrod's
at
already
3.
agreed with me. The next 7 games are all extremely winnable for the Lions.
But you're still looking at 3 weeks just to catch up.
Yeah. So
That's
I
half
mean,
your
look,
ske- that's
they're
half-
not going to
that's half
catch.
your- that's
They're
half
not
your
going to catch the
schedule.
Packers. They're not going to catch the Packers. The Packers are. They're going to win the division, but the Lions. I mean, with the schedule, they still have a shot at the wild card even after this awful start.
It's completely based on strength of schedule, not based
Yeah.
on the Lions being good.
Exactly.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, it's based on strength of schedule. Like they've got.
Even if the Lions
incredibly
win
weak
the
run of
next
games.
3 games, Chicago's still ahead of them because they have the tiebreaker because they got the win.
Right.
So they still have to. They have to win 4 games.
4 games.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the cool thing is we get to play Chicago again, so they're going to be in a complete tailspin by that point in time because they're not actually a good team.
Weren't they in a tailspin when they played?
Either's Detroit.
It was week 1. There was no such thing as a tailspin in week 1.
Lions are always in a tailspin.
Lions are not a good team.
Tailspin.
The Bears they're at the Panthers, they're at the Rams,
Loss.
the Saints, and
Loss.
the Titans
Loss.
for the next 4 weeks.
Huh.
And then the Vikings. If I
And then the
remember right.
Vikings after that
So that's probably a win.
at home. Bye week, week 11. Then they're at the Packers and then
Loss.
back against Detroit at home.
Loss. Because they'll be in a complete fucking tailspin by that point in time.
Then they get
And that's a completely feasible scenario.
hang on. Then they get the Houston Texans.
Loss.
That's really that's from one tailspin to another. Back at Minnesota, at Jacksonville, finish with Green Bay.
So what you're saying is the only way Detroit can beat Chicago is if they trade their quarterback and fire their head coach.
No, I didn't say that at all. I never once uttered that sentence in my life. I said I wouldn't mind it if the Lions decided to go that way and trade Stafford this year because salary cap wise it makes sense, and to get the picks if they wanted to move on from him, I wouldn't be pissed, and it would be selling the season out. But I don't think they're going to do that because they're cowards.
Hey, George.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember a few years ago, down in the basement during draft day, how I tried to explain to this dumb shit how bad of an idea it was to overpay Matthew Stafford? And
He's
how
not
much of a
overpaid. He's like
bitch-
the 10th highest paid quarterback
What
in the
did you
league
just
right
get
now.
done
How is he
saying about
overpaid?
salary cap?
How is he overpaid?
You just
Well, no,
admitted-
because the cap implications for cutting him or trading him before this year were like a $20 million dead cap hit.
So if you would have paid him less, you'd have
But right
more talent
now,
around you, right?
he's like the 7th or 8th highest paid quarterback in the league. That deal looks like a bargain right now because that's how it works with quarterbacks in the NFL.
It's
When
not
it's
a
your
bargain
time, you're
because
the-
he's a
Dak
complete piece of
Prescott,
shit.
before he broke his ankle, was looking for a $40 million a year deal. Russell Wilson got like $40 million. Look at Patrick Mahomes' deal. Look what they're paying these guys now.
And you know the
Look what
difference
Stafford's
between all
getting
those
paid.
guys you said? They're all
Not
Super Bowl
$13 million
champions.
a
All
year.
one on the Super Bowl.
Not
Every one of
13
them won a
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
The skill gap is not a $13 million a year skill gap. It's just that when, like, Matt Ryan makes more than Matt Stafford.
And again, he was in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl
Let's-
matters, by the way. Just an FYI. I know you're a Lions fan and you don't believe that, but
No, I know the Super
know
Bowl
you don't
matters,
believe it.
but it's not just on the quarterback wins and shit like that. It's such a bullshit stat. Like, Stafford has had extremely good seasons that were better than some of these quarterbacks who made it to the Super Bowl. Like, Trent Dilfer won a fucking Super Bowl.
with the greatest defense that ever played.
Yeah, so you need a
Exactly.
defense around you to win a Super Bowl.
Scott Sanders.
I mean,
even said,
2014 was probably his best chance because the Lions had a badass defense in
Doesn't
2014.
Deion Sanders have a Super Bowl with two different people?
People or
Yeah.
teams?
Teams. Yeah,
Two different,
I think so. Yeah.
two different teams.
That would be with San Francisco
that's
in
with
Dallas.
That's a different situation because last time I checked, Deion Sanders wasn't a quarterback and couldn't even pick between which sport he wanted to play.
He was also playing baseball too. So not only does he have two Super
Which
Bowls,
is what he already turned around and said. He already said that. You didn't hear him. He said Dion couldn't decide which sport to choose from.
And he still won 2 Super Bowls.
It's okay. Keep
Fuck
eating.
you, Scott Sanders.
Let's play the
Oh, how you doing,
schedule
though,
game
bud? I
with
miss you,
Detroit
man.
then. If we played the schedule game with
Yeah,
Chicago,
I'm already there with you.
All right,
Wait.
go for it.
So your next up is Jacksonville, of course.
I already
Lost.
said win.
Then you get the Atlanta Falcons.
Wait.
On the road,
Road in a way doesn't
I
matter
don't
this
think
year.
it does matter. You still have to
doesn't-
travel.
Okay.
So what?
So
You have
I-
to travel too, and you do a
get to
decent job when
stretch
you're on
out.
the road.
I really do a shit job, but go on.
I don't. I was just trying to be nice to you.
You can try to make up for the ominous, it'll be a tough game. No, we're not buying. Then you do get the Colts at home. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, but
What's up, Brian? Mr. Wooner, how are you? Week 9 at Minnesota.
I mean, Minnesota has only won one game so far.
Yeah, and they're starting to play pretty damn good.
Yeah, so that could be tough too.
Yep.
But I think Indy's going to be a win. Minnesota could be a tough one. That could be an L.
Well, week 10, you get Washington at home. So
Okay, so
Hey,
Which is
we had
lost.
we had Washington last year when we lost.
if you lose to Washington this year, you
Have
Which
problems.
freaking
Maybe Alex Smith will actually be starting by then.
oh.
Now there is a record that you don't want to fuck with. That dude, he's a winner. After once Harbaugh became head coach,
he
he went
hasn't
on a
won a
run.
Super Bowl though.
Actually, he did.
Where did he win a Super Bowl?
He was on. Wasn't he still playing for San Francisco when they won? When they went to the
Who?
Super Bowl? Oh my bad. He
Wentz?
lost
No,
that
no,
year.
no, no, no.
He
That was
lost that
the
one.
other. That was the other Schleppy.
But he was on the team still.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
they
but
didn't win.
Super Bowls matter, Suds, and he hasn't won one, so he's not a winner.
But he went to one.
Washington,
But
like
he
I
choked
said,
it.
was the next. After that, it's at Carolina.
Win.
That's
Oh,
a much better
that's-
Carolina team than we thought.
Yeah.
They will have McCaffrey back by then.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
McCaffrey
probably
will
a
be
loss.
back, and the whole Teddy Bridgewater Robinson connection will still be going on.
Dude, your
Yeah,
Lions are
that's-
gonna get bitch slapped by McCaffrey.
It's going to be ugly. But then you get week 12 and you get the Houston Texans at Detroit.
Weren't you just saying how great Watson was? And that was you.
Watson-
Yeah, that's right.
That's going to be a tough game. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, keep believing. Week 13 at Chicago.
I think that's going to be a win. They should have
Week-
won week 1.
Week 14, Green Bay Packers.
Loss.
Week 15, Tennessee Titans.
At
Loss.
Tennessee.
At Tennessee.
My God.
Not in Detroit, in Tennessee.
That could be an ass whooping.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Week 16, Tom Brady comes to town.
Your little
Wait.
noodle arm is gonna fuck you in the ass.
What happened last time, Tampa? What happened? Hold on. What happened last time Tampon Tom came to town?
What happened last time? He didn't have his running backs, he didn't have his wide receivers, and he didn't have his tight end.
Oh, boo fucking who? They were the fucking New England Patriots, and they lost by 30 fucking points.
With
But
only,
it's not the Patriots this
It's-
time.
and he's
Yeah, it's
going
still
to have.
Tampon Tom, and he's like 5 years older now. So he's just like, oh, my arm, it's limp.
There is a distinct possibility that by week 16, maybe, just maybe, both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin will be healthy
You're gonna get fired.
at the same time. Maybe.
This is
Well,
gonna be painful
look,
for
we're
you.
going to talk about health. All of our secondary is now healthy again, so some of those problems the Lions have had that we keep.
Will exist again because they would have gotten hurt again.
Let me
So wait,
explain
how
this
come
to
we
you.
can talk about health for other
Godwin
teams?
and Evans
But we can't
and
talk about health for
Gronkowski. Detroit doesn't
Oh, yeah,
have
Gronkowski's
one
done
player
nothing but
to
collect a
cover
paycheck this
any
year
of
and
their
rub
ass.
testosterone into his dick. Are you kidding me? Gronkowski's done nothing this year.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Don't
He's
comment
blocked.
to me about Gronkowski.
Yeah, but by week 16, we definitely could be talking about Gronkowski.
Why, he
We're
might get
talking
the
about how
20 catches instead of
Cameron
2?
Brate scored 3 damn touchdowns.
Dude, you're so screwed. Evans is gonna crush you.
They've gone up before.
And
They
then
could
you
do it-
finish. Then you finish,
finish
with
with
the
the
Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
Your week
By then,
17.
who even knows what the teams are going to look like?
That's gonna
Probably
be
better than the Lions.
I'm just saying, like the schedule gets a little more favorable in the coming weeks, and
No doubt.
you never know what it's. You never know what it's going to look like. I still have faith. I'm not giving up hope on the season yet. I was disheartened with their loss to New Orleans Saints with them having 6 people down. It was frustrating. I think the coach is coaching for his life. But I don't know. I mean, the schedule gets easier, so it's kind of scary to me because the coach might save his job with a run of games that are extremely winnable. Like there's not one, there's maybe one in there where you guys are like when the Packers are like, okay, well, yeah, that's a loss. But every other game is sort of like, oh, maybe the Carolina game's definitely a loss, but a lot of every other game is at least a.
I think you're screwed on the Indy game.
Here's my question to you, though.
I think
Say
the main game
you
is-
do lose to Carolina. Say you lose to the Colts, and say you somehow manage to blow the game against the imploding Falcons.
Oh,
You-
no.
you-
If
you
they blow
trade-
that game.
Do you
We're
trade Galladay? Like
No.
immediately? Why
No.
wouldn't you?
No,
Why would you?
not
How,
Galladay, but
what's his contract situation?
not Galladay.
He doesn't
but
have
Stafford.
one. Just resign him. You can franchise him.
Yeah,
What if he? Wow, so you're gonna franchise him?
I think Kenny Galladay's a special receiver. I mean, he was hurt at the beginning of the year. He's getting back into his rhythm, but Galladay's a hell of a receiver.
He's a special
He's the
receiver.
number
all right.
one.
Yeah, this week's going to be really interesting with the Lions because Durkin, to your point earlier, like Galladay just came back and Stafford freaking went from 6 to midnight, and then they're going to have both the cornerbacks back, like you said. If they both come back healthy, I mean, the bye week I think couldn't have come at a better time for that team. So, and to your point, I mean, their schedule does get a little easier now. I mean, it wasn't brutal like some other teams, but it also wasn't as easy. Some of the games they had to play. So, I do think getting Galladay back is his red zone freaking baby bottle pacifier.
Oh my
I think will help him
God.
too. So
Yeah.
According to SI, they actually are saying that Galladay is manager Bob Quinn is getting ready to try to solidify the contract extension with Kenny Galladay through
Yes.
SI.
Well, this is assuming Galladay wants an extension.
Because
Galladay will take an extension
he is set
because
to
that's how he gets paid.
set to count only 2.3 million against the salary cap in the final year of his contract. So that's not a lot.
No,
It's not a lot. So,
but it will be a lot once you re-sign him.
well, like I said,
It'll still
you're
be
gonna
cheaper.
get the extension and you draw it out. You know, you stretch it out. It could be a little less.
It'll still be cheaper than Stafford. You keep Galladay, you trade Stafford, you get the number 1 or top 5 pick or one of the top quarterbacks that are coming in this year's draft and run from there.
Was there a fly in your head, George?
I don't think he was saying you trade Stafford and get a top 5 pick. I think he was saying you get a top 5 pick with the record.
Thank you. Because I wanted to make sure I was.
The two ideas ran together, but yeah, you're going to have a top.
Okay.
You would have a top.
You're
5
gonna have
and
a top
then you
5
trade
pick.
Stafford.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
For half
You
a
trade
second, I'm like,
Stafford.
wait a
Yeah,
minute.
you trade Stafford, which means you're going to have a top 5 pick, which means you can get a top quarterback.
So who do you trade Stafford to?
Dallas.
No, because they already got an
Not
$8 million
necessarily.
year man.
So one person says Dallas. Who do you say, George?
Washington.
That's an option.
I was thinking actually the other team, the Giants. Was actually.
You really think they're ready to get up on Danny Dimes?
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
I don't know if they're there yet.
Indianapolis.
No, Indianapolis. I just showed you. They got Eason ready to come in behind Phillip Rivers once they can bounce out Brissett.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Eason waiting in the wings there.
Why not the Jets?
The Jets are getting rid of people. They want picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want no part of
The Jets don't want people. The Jets want picks. The Jets want to go play Moneyball.
You need a team that thinks they can pick up a few pieces.
Yeah, they want.
And Dan Snyder always thinks he can compete.
Yeah. I was thinking the Giants.
What about Chicago?
I don't think it's going to be.
No,
they got
Chicago's
Foles.
set with Foles.
Chicago's too much of a headache already.
You need to start.
Actually, Chicago makes a lot of sense.
If Jimmy Garoppolo
When you're
is
looking at from.
good in San Francisco.
Yeah, but Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know what his contract looks like. I don't know if they can move on from Jimmy Garoppolo yet.
Yeah, but
He signed a monster deal 2 years ago.
Hang on.
But they basically signed him sight unseen. And it's not been a pretty sight so far.
Rubbing it in, asshole.
It was pretty
Well,
last
for
year.
49
else is
minor.
be a backup.
They've got him signed through 2022.
When does his cap number go down though?
Uh,
When's his dead money? Not his cap. His dead dead money
his
number.
dead money.
Yeah, next year, 2.8 million because this year it's 19.9.
Okay, so
So
they
it'll
can't
be
trade
next
him.
year 2.8, 1.4. So
So they could trade him. They could trade him
They
to San
can bounce
Francisco
him.
this year and then
Yep.
cut Garoppolo in the offseason.
Yep.
So that would work.
But he's got to turn to San Francisco in order to get Garoppolo.
Who the fuck? Sorry.
You see what I'm saying?
What? Oh,
How is that fair?
No. I'll
What the hell
veto.
happened? I'm reading the
I'm gonna
comments.
veto the schneid out of
Uh-oh.
that right
Wait
now.
a minute.
You
What
got
just
Please.
happened?
this fantasy
Please.
league we're
Let
in.
us know.
Hold on. Let us know.
The
Let's have a
dudes don't
discussion
wanna
about
tr-
this, Gio.
Jesus
Trading is ridiculous.
H Christ.
What the fuck just happened?
There's
Yeah,
a trade
what's
in one of
this-
our fantasy leagues. It's fucking
Okay.
Miles Sanders for Tyler fucking Boyd, straight up.
That's a no.
And it's
And
also
he's already
the other
got Chris
mother.
Carson and who else was his other running back? He has Chris Carson and somebody else for his fucking running backs. Because one of them's on a bye, he needed a running back for this week. That's just fucking funny. I had to share that with you, George.
What league
Yeah.
is this? Is
No,
it one of the ones
that's
I'm in?
that's
It's not ours.
Yeah, that's
That's not our league. If he said it's
No.
got to be veto, it's not our league.
that's a big no.
Yeah, he's got Dalvin Cook, Gibson, and Carson as his 3 running backs.
Oh my.
And the thing is the dude he made the trade with I think it's his first year playing, so he doesn't know no better.
Oh.
So it feels like that trade feels kind of like taking advantage of him because he doesn't know no better.
When you're playing for money and you don't know no better, sorry.
You shouldn't be playing for money.
Yep.
Yeah, but at the same
It's
time,
not-
the
it
commish has
wasn't-
to
it's
maintain a
not,
competitive
the
advantage.
Ducats are extremely small. That's just fucking ignorance and stupidity.
I mean, hell, I had to just to get anybody to fucking accept any of the trades I sent out. I had to trade Stafford, Fournette, and somebody else to get Aaron Jones.
Yeah, no, that's a bunch of crap. And that's just no. That's a hell no.
I offered one of the dudes that said he had Roethlisberger up for trade. I said, screw it, I'll throw you Deshaun Watson for Roethlisberger straight up. That's a fair trade.
That's not
Yeah,
unfair.
that's better than what the hell just
More
got
than fair.
submitted
Yeah.
over. That's
And
a
it was declined.
that's
By
a
the
bunch of
commish?
garbage.
Well, and then it's like, it's everything. It's just this league's been. I love the guys in the league, I do, but the way this helping each other out, it seems like it's one of those let's just help each other out type shit.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean,
That's a
in
big
Mike's-
fat no, and I'm not ashamed to put it out there that I'm vetoing that freaking trade. That's a
In
hell
Mike's
no.
in my experience, leagues that actually have a lot of trades are few and far between.
There's been a
They
lot
just
lately.
don't generally happen that much.
No, and some people say, well, if you're not doing trading, you're not really working. And it's like, no,
No.
because
No.
if you draft properly,
And you also work the
are-
waiver wire properly.
I mean, even in my leagues, I think there's been no more than about 2, I think, in the past 10 years. Each year, 2 trades per year.
That's about
Trades?
right. Yeah.
I was gonna say the last major one I remember doing was with Durkin, and everybody out of the 4 guys, everybody was on IR within 3 weeks.
Well, actually,
What do we do? Like
you
Dalvin
and I
Cook
did
or
one
OBJ?
last year. We
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And
You and
they
I
both
did
died.
one last year. Yeah, you and I did one last year. Dalvin Cook for Travis Kelce, I think it was.
And then
last
I
year.
traded with Zolt to get Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, there was just a couple. It's roughly been a couple. I
Yeah.
mean, here and there. Yeah. And usually I don't think for my leagues, our guys have known, I don't think there's been too many stupid trades in ours.
No.
I mean, there are.
I'm always willing to listen to trades, but for me, making trades out there, I generally don't. Because like what my roster right now, I have a couple of good running backs, but I need wide receivers. But I don't want to give up on my running back to get a wide receiver. But if something comes my way, I'm willing to listen to the deal.
Plus, you're always talking about 2 different people having 2 different values on the same player.
Right.
So
Right.
just because it looks like it works on paper, the other party might just turn around and just say, "No, I hate that." So, and that's fine. That's
That's why I'm always willing to listen.
Dave.
And, I don't want to lowball or highball somebody for that too.
Right.
Like in
Right.
Dave's league, Mike Lapinowski, in case he's listening,
He's not,
offered
but
me.
go on.
He offered me Austin Eckler and Zach Ertz for Dalvin fucking Cook.
Is this before Eckler got hurt?
I
Or
hope
after?
so. Before. But I mean, that's not a great trade offer. Like Dalvin Cook's a stud.
But so
Yeah,
is
he got
Eckler.
banged up. Oh, Eckler's not a.
Eckler on a normal basis at 100% healthy, Eckler will put up the same amount of numbers. He just won't put them up in rushing. He'll get you in the passing attack.
But he's also talking my league where it's half point PPR, so it's not like he's not getting quite the points that a true running back is getting. But I mean, he was there.
I don't know about that.
And
plus,
frankly,
you know,
I always hate uneven deals, 2 for 1, 3 for 2.
Yeah, because then what? I have to cut somebody now.
Well, it just looks it's hard to judge the actual overall value on each side.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to talk about.
Well, the times I do like a 2 for 1. Let's say I'm looking for a wide receiver, and I'm willing to give up a running back. I'll also offer up maybe a tier 2, tier 3 type wide receiver to go along with the running back. So that way that person's at least not zeroed out for that space. If they want to drop them, fine.
Right. Well, I've certainly done the same. And it's like, you know, obviously a lot of time when trades don't happen, you know, I've had feelers out in multiple leagues this year. Yeah. I mean, I've talked to multiple people. It's just nothing has really come through yet. So that's fine.
Yeah.
I have seen that before where people do that. That's like you just said, they'll trade a running back and a receiver for that receiver or running back.
Yeah.
But they won't trade the running back for the receiver. So they'll trade the running back and receiver for the main receiver. And the team who accepts it, they got to cut somebody, right?
Yeah.
He cut the receiver in the trade.
Right.
Oh.
I've seen that too.
What the hell was the point of rejecting it if you're going to do a straight up trade? You said no, but yet you give him a 2 for 1 and you cut one dude, and the guy who traded him gets him back.
Well, on situations like that, if I offer up like a 2 for 1 and they come, don't accept it and drop the guy. I'll offer up another deal where it's a 1 for 1, if that's what you want to do.
But another thing too is that was one of the leagues where you can veto a bunch of stuff. Oh. So I think that's what the deal was: is hey, I'm going to give you 2 for 1. People are going to accept the trade because they feel like the person's getting a good deal. The guy cut the receiver, and the guy who traded the receiver got him back.
Huh. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's what I said. I felt like something was fishy on that when all that went through, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, why do you drop the receiver you just accepted on?
You help me, I help you.
Sounds like some collusion right there.
Yeah, must not have a waiver wire.
No, the waiver wire takes too goddamn long.
Well,
right.
It does now.
No,
with a game every week except Wednesday.
I had a trade that got accepted in this league on the 7th. It just got approved this morning.
Yeah,
there's no fucking reason that it should take in a week.
No,
that is way too long.
The problems is the people who set up the league didn't know kind of the way to set it up. I mean, there were things that I even saw even going into week 1 and 2. I was like, well, this has got to change. This has got to be changed.
I was going to look at it when I go into the station on Friday. I'll look at it and see if there's something that needs to be adjusted.
But it's like a lot of stuff needed to be reviewed and gone over well beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, your trade should take 48 hours, giving time to veto if you do veto powers.
Right. It's only
once it doesn't happen in 48 hours, then the trade goes through. Yeah.
That's exactly what it should be.
Sometimes that sucks because I know it used to be a couple years ago, if the trade didn't go through before Thursday, the player couldn't get played on that week.
Right.
Yeah.
But now I think they changed it to where if the player hasn't played his game, you can put him in.
Yeah, as long as the game has not started yet. I think they allow up to 10 minutes beforehand or 5 minutes beforehand.
Shit, there are some leagues you get 3.
There's some leagues with what?
3 minutes. You get 3 minutes to change all your players around until that time comes through.
Akers, are you leaning up against the wall?
No.
It looked like you're like squeezed into like a corner or something like.
Oh no! I have my phone set in a certain way. Like I'm in an giant empty room.
Okay, it just looked like you're in a closet or something. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
No, I have it
Akers
sitting
is definitely in the closet.
charging at the same time because battery is amazing.
Oh
And
god.
we lost him. There you go.
No, I had to
No,
check
wait.
on my battery to make sure it wasn't at 1%. No, I got a room here, and then there's that door behind me that I keep walking into. I'm checking on the paintbrushes and making sure that they're not hardening.
Okay.
I was waiting for the that's what she said, but
I mean, he said hardening, but paintbrushes didn't really.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't really
you
a great.
stayed any
option.
other time. Why is it stopping you now?
I mean, I'm an artist, so I have my standards.
That's what she said.
I'm an artiste.
I mean, that's not what my current girlfriend said about
Oh
standards.
Jesus.
That's not what she said.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this guy. He's...
Oh, Subway does have a 4-inch sub. It's called a kid's meal.
You had to. Oh my god.
Like the next.
Oh no, that's yeah.
Inside
We are after dark. Oh my
Like
god.
that extra
Acres, do you
2
get that
inches makes a
special with the
difference.
double? Acres, do you order that special with double meat?
Oh.
Yep. That would make it look bigger one way.
But I always get her roast beef when I order that.
Hey. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
I thought we
Acres.
would get through the show.
They had a boy.
That up. I was wrong.
We've been good. We've been good this week.
Yes, we've been.
Yeah, so far.
We were.
Well, 20 minutes to go and we're off the rails.
Where the fuck is Bird Chat? He should be on now. 10:37.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Nasaki.
What's up, big boy? What's up, big boy?
That's not what she said.
That's just
I know.
calling for it.
Those face was great. I got like,
I was saying, what's up, big boy, to the cat down here.
It
I
doesn't
feel
matter.
like
That's what she said.
Oh, would you know? Would like to know what she said.
Oh fuck me. God damn.
That's not what she said.
Fuck me yourself, you coward.
I wasn't talking. I was just saying, like, I'm laughing.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It was Sean who made that. It was Sean who made that freaking. Oh, no way.
Oh,
come on.
That's what she said.
You know
The fantasy football guru himself.
Yeah.
Let it go through then.
So who's getting the butt end of it? Sean or
No, the new guy.
taking him out to the bushes?
Oh, yeah, but that's.
They're going snipe hunting on that one.
I just told him. I said it's a lopsided trade, and you know it.
Yeah, he's taking him to the pickle park on that one.
It's Sean
He's gonna
who's.
kick you off the top rope when he's done.
That is so bad. Oh, get out of here.
Just say it. That weird bastard.
That's not
You
that
know
one.
what? You should put a recording of this into the league veto. Like, oh god, oh
He
no,
said it was not
oh,
that one.
oh my god, oh,
No, it's
Oh,
the one
no.
it's the one that does the Sunday morning show.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Oh,
Sean,
no.
Sean
Oh.
and Big, who are on our. That's who does the.
I was thinking the other Sean. I didn't know
Yeah.
that one was.
Oh, socks and sneakers.
Oh, it's not socks and sneakers.
The Sunday fantasy football show.
Right.
Big D.
Oh.
It's not Big D. It's Sean. From Sean and Big D.
Ouch.
It's like, come on, Sean. Is he still watching? I was going to say, are you still watching, Sean? You got to be kidding.
George, who is it? You said Miles Sanders for who?
Tyler Boyd.
Oh god.
Oh my God.
Is Tyler Boyd even playing?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Was the trade put through before Miles came back?
It's just done today. Like literally just
10:07, half hour ago.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be somebody that severely undervalues Miles Sanders, and
Or
just wants
overvalues Tyler
a
Boyd.
horrible wide receiver.
So Sanders right now is the
What's funny,
13th
Tyler
ranked.
Boyd,
Yeah, it's not.
Sa-
I can't. I was just trying
Hang
to.
on, Shraj.
S- Sanders is right now in our NFL league is the 13th ranked running back, and Tyler Boyd's the 25th wide receiver.
Yeah, that's not.
So I
an
mean,
even
right off the
grade.
bat, like you got to value running backs. I mean, I guess depending on the type of league, I don't know what the scoring system if it is. If it's PPR,
Standard PPR.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's not even close.
no.
I mean, maybe if it was flipped and Boyd was the 13th receiver and Miles Sanders was 25th running back, but
Well, I'm not saying it's a.
Yeah,
grade.
I would probably say okay to that, but
But what is Miles Sanders guy? Who does he have starting? Is Miles Sanders like a bench guy for him, and he just needs a wide receiver?
No, because that's what that part of the trade was. He says he needs a wide receiver, but he has Will Fuller, Crowder, and then on his bench he has Galladay, Golden Tate. I mean, he's
But
got
who are his running backs though?
Derrick Henry and Miles Sanders, and then he's got Montgomery on his bench along with Kerryon
Okay.
Johnson.
So Miles Sanders is one of his starters. So it's not a situation where Miles Sanders was just like happenstance, like I don't need him anymore, guy. So
Right.
yeah, so it doesn't make he's no.
I could see him throwing like a Montgomery for a Boyd, like that. I wouldn't.
That would be a bit
That's more fair.
palatable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Especially
I
if
was
you
just trying to figure out a way in my mind to justify the trade. Like maybe if like he's somebody that happened to like hop on like Kamara and like a James Conner, or like he just had like
From Socks and
stud,
Sneakers
or
said
Josh
Carson
Jacobs, like he had two
again.
studs, so he didn't need Miles,
Yeah,
and he needed a wide receiver. But-
Aaron from Socks and Sneakers even jumped on and says the car salesman's at it again. LOL.
Well, here's the thing. Okay,
Am I the
he's
car
already got.
salesman?
The only reason he wants a running back is because he's got it's the bye week curse. Where all his running backs are on the same bye week. But he's got Dalvin Cook, Gibson, Carson, and Kelly.
Dalvin Cook's out. Madison is taking his spot
Yeah,
for at
Dalvin
least
Cook's
a week or
dead.
two.
Oh, I didn't know Cook was actually out. I thought he was just questionable.
Yeah, man,
He was questionable. No.
Yeah, what is it?
That's-
An adductor? I don't even know what the hell that is.
So he sort of came in and played a little bit
Groin.
the rest of the game, but I mean, he got me a touchdown first, so that was cool.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know Cook was out. But still,
Yeah,
it still stacks his ass.
I was actually really scared he had a bad groin tear. The way he was like nursing the injury when he went out that game, I was like, oh no. It looked like he tore his groin right off the bone.
He just, pulled it a little too hard.
That's what she
Well,
said.
George, maybe if we had a preseason.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like practice.
Exactly.
Yes, practice keeps you from getting injured.
Yeah. So he'll be fine.
Say that to Dak.
He might sit out like this week.
If
or
he
so.
would have had a preseason, maybe he wouldn't have got. Maybe he would have ran faster and not get tackled.
You probably would be able to slide better.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the Lions player. What's his name, Dave? The dude that tore his Achilles in his first practice his rookie year. The running back from Illinois. Come on.
Yep.
Dave.
Sure.
seems like every draft pick they've ever had.
Charles Johnson. Well, Charles Johnson did that, I think.
No, it was like a Michael. No, it wasn't Michael Akers. That's you, you fucker. It was like
Clint says
it
you guys were
wasn't-
good all the way up to 20 minutes left to go in the show. Yeah,
It wasn't Javid Best.
no Java Best.
No,
got
it was
concussed.
concussions.
It was the dude from Illinois. He was more of a power running back.
blames the star of the show.
Christ. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're not going to waste time on this.
Why? It'll drive you nuts. You know it's going to.
Detroit Lions injured running backs.
Which
It's going
one?
to take you forever to get through that list.
Yeah, we'll get back to
We
you next
only
week.
have
This
15
might be
more
longer
minutes.
than the Cleveland Browns quarterbacks. I'm
I was
just
going
saying.
to say, which one's, yeah, right? Exactly. Which list is longer? The starting quarterbacks for the Browns since 99 or the injured running backs out of Detroit?
Browns quarterbacks hands
Oh,
down.
my Google
And
skills
go.
are on. Michael
I got
LaShore. Michael LaShore. I got it in fucking 2 seconds.
Miguel
Michael
LaShore.
Yeah, first practice. sitting there listening to the radio. We're in a store in like Cedar Springs or something. Oh, Michael LaShore popped an Achilles today. Oh, cool. Good second round pick.
Yeah.
Career over. So practice does hurt some people, George.
Well,
Well, yeah,
Yeah, just ask
off-season
the,
training also helps too.
Yeah, but look at
just
the
ask
Browns.
the guy
I mean,
that Michael Thomas punched and how much
Yes, practice hurts when
practice
you get
training.
punched.
Hey, that was a $59,000 fine.
And
And
no
a
playtime.
And don't forget the
missed game.
paycheck, though.
Yep.
He doesn't get a paycheck for
No
that
game
game because
check
he got
either.
suspended. So
No.
we're talking a few $1 million fine.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Michael Thomas fucked up.
Yep.
How much does Michael Thomas get paid per game?
Did he sign a big extension or is he still on his initial deal?
No, he's not on
He's-
the deal.
I
thought
was
he signed an
listening to
extension.
a video earlier, and they were saying
5-year
Something to-
deal, $100 million.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a fat check.
So
$30
that's only
million.
okay. It's $1 million, but to a guy like Michael Thomas, that's like me
That's a drop
losing
in the
$50.
bucket.
How much do
No,
you want?
It's not.
$100 million.
Yeah.
They're saying that when Michael Thomas punched the teammate, he almost hoped that Thomas broke his hand too.
I like the reasoning as to why he did it, though. Did you hear that?
I
No,
did
No.
not.
No, please.
It's Gardner, the one who went to Florida, who was with the Gators, and I guess as he tackled him or did something, he said 2-0, Buckeye bitch. Talking about how the Gators 2-0 against the Buckeyes.
This Gardner guy's my hero. Oh, I love that.
Mute. Mute.
2-0 Buckeye bitch. Wow.
Yes. Oh, that's legendary.
awesome.
Now, did the fist come right through the helmet and hit him right in the face or something?
Dude,
I don't think there were helmets
No.
on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how small are his hands gonna be to get through that little hole? Like he'd have to be Donald Trump.
So think about this though. Look what that dude. I mean, if you were being an asshole, he got this dude to punch. He put him on blast, saying that, which humiliated Thompson. Then you got him, Thomas. Then you got him fined. Then you got him suspended for a game. This dude hit the river. He hit the royal flush on the river. He got this guy bad.
Yeah,
That was just a fucking trifecta right there.
Yeah, let's put it this way: they're not going to be spending Thanksgiving together.
Oh, that was probably the best. If you were just looking to fuck with that dude, you got him as hard as you could possibly get him.
That's what she said.
Don't the Saints have a Thanksgiving game this year?
Do they? I don't know. I don't know the schedule that well. I know the Lions.
So
do.
they
That's
will be.
about it.
So they will be spending Thanksgiving together.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Right.
hey.
That'll be an awkward pick of the turducken together.
Oh god.
All right. So long as none of them change, it's Texans, Lions,
Woo!
football team, Cowboys,
Football team
And-
Cowboys.
and Ravens, Steelers.
That's the game of the week.
There
That's
you
the
go.
game.
That's
There you go.
it right there.
That's going to be a fucking hell of a game.
Best Thanksgiving?
Honestly, the Steelers are going to blow the fuck out of them. They're going to blow the shit out of them. That came out wrong.
So who did you pick, Cleveland or the Browns?
Well, I picked
Cleveland or the Browns.
Excuse me. Did you pick the Cleveland? I'm sorry, the Browns or the Steelers? Who did you pick? The Browns or the Steelers?
I picked the Steelers. Steel City, baby.
Okay.
But I'm talking about Baltimore, the Thanksgiving Day matchup. That's going to be a hell of a game, but Lamar Jackson struggles if he ever gets behind, and the Steelers have kind of a high-powered offense. Unless things change before then with injuries or whatever, I really think Lamar's going to struggle against the Steelers like he usually does. That'll be a good game. I mean, we're ahead of ourselves by about a month, but I think that's going to be a real good game. But I think the Steelers are going to pull ahead and sort of like murder the Ravens. Like what happened when Lamar fell back to the Chiefs? Didn't he have like what 67 yards passing in that game? Because when he's behind, they can just sort of stack the box against him and really fuck his life up, right?
Yeah, but it also has a few receivers that could catch.
He's got a couple guys, but I mean,
Now he does.
none of them really impressed me that much.
But Andrews doesn't impress you?
Well, Andrew's a good tight end.
Yeah, but Andrew is a blocking tight end. He's more of the I'm blocking, then I'm gonna run out. And his problem with that was he had to keep blocking where he couldn't run out.
I mean, they got Hollywood Brown.
And that's the question.
Yeah, that's the question mark. What Hollywood Brown are you going to get that week? I mean, he's had weeks where he's been really good, but he's also completely disappeared weeks. So
who plays tomorrow?
Nobody.
They
had to move the game.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Kansas City and Buffalo, but they moved it to Monday night.
Thank
you. So are they back on track? If they get through this week, are they everything back on track?
Well,
this is back on. They made like 10 different changes, but I mean, they'll be, pretty much, won't they?
If nothing else changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's out there should stay.
Yeah, we'll see.
I heard somebody else just got, another player just got, I think somebody from the.
Yeah, but they were practice squad, so they just have to go through secondary protocols because he wasn't really around the facility too much, and they did contact tracing and stuff like that. So,
was it a Falcon? Was that who it was?
I believe it was a Falcon.
Yeah, it was that Falcon.
Yeah, there was 2 teams that are on the higher level scrutiny, whatever you want to call it. That was one of them. I'm trying to remember what the other one was now. Yeah, it was only like a couple hours ago.
I do joke around about it, but like, if we really take in consideration what happened on Tuesday night with Tennessee, now I'm not just tooting the horn, I'm just actually stating this, that Tennessee actually had, 10, 11 players from the practice squad playing in that game because they didn't have a full roster to play, and there were 2 receivers.
They only had 2 guys on the COVID-19 list. Everybody else was regular players.
2 receivers were from practice squad, and they were catching balls out there. And I was like, "This is the time to actually show
Corey
that
Davis
be out there."
Well, Corey Davis is IR, but Adam Humphries and the other guy.
Yeah.
So
that's why jokingly around being on a practice squad, you're there to try to help the other guy make his pattern right, but also in the same sense, you got to beef yourself up because you never know when that call is coming, and this can be the call at any time on that practice squad.
Yeah, obviously.
So, is there anybody calling cheap shots for the Cleveland Pittsburgh game?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like a watch.
I think Garrett might get a chop block or 2.
He might be able to get a kick in.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, if you don't think that there's not going to be some altercations the first time that starts, sure.
Another thing, too, is after the game on Tuesday night, did you see how many players went to – I mean, obviously, we all say good game after the game, but how many players, like, handshake, hug, everything, coaches the same way? And I'm like, we're having such a big problem with COVID right now. I don't think this should be going on.
You know what?
And it's not supposed to be going on.
Yeah.
It's just an automatic thing.
But you're supposed to go out and say hi to people still.
And I mean, I
and
don't
they usually do.
Hey, yell, crowd, like you went out to the field, high five, whatever. I'm joking around, but like this is what's gonna happen right now because, like we just said, with
we're still putting hands on each other, tackling, and everything else.
Doing it all
First
game.
And foremost, all game.
You've been doing it all game. Everybody's been in close contact with one another like that. I've got no problem with that. It's just like the Mahomes picture from a couple of weeks ago. I got no problem with that. So the guy tested positive. Well, guess what? He's negative now, and you've been doing it all game.
Hey, and you know what You know what nobody talked about? After Mahomes lost that Raiders game, he didn't go out to midfield to even say hi to Carr. He just walked down the tunnel like a bitch.
No.
Yeah, no, I saw it. It was on
Oh,
TV.
I saw it too, and yes, they did see each other before.
No, they didn't.
Yes.
Did
Yes,
they?
they did. Yes, they did.
You must
Okay,
have
well-
went for a pee break first, but yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Did they?
Trust.
God
Yes, they
damn
did.
it. All right. Well, fuck me.
How
Like
about
it.
Justin Herbert though right now?
He's looking
Dude.
like the real deal.
Can I express how much that pisses me off that certain teams continue to get these fucking great quarterbacks while other teams never find shit? I mean, Jesus Christ! You got Rivers, you got
Initial-
Hubert,
Breeze.
and you had Breeze, and now you got dude. San Francisco had Young in Montana. Green Bay back to back. You had Farr. Then you got
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Falcons had Vic,
Jeff
and then
George.
they had Vic, and then they go with Matt Ryan. And what does Chicago get? Nothing. What does Detroit get?
Matt
Shit.
Stafford.
Yeah.
Come on. All right. You know what's going to happen tomorrow? Matt Stafford's going to throw a touchdown, or on Sunday.
Nothing's going to happen tomorrow, dumbass.
Yeah,
Sorry,
nothing's
I
going to
meant
happen.
Sunday. You know what? You misspoke a ton of times, so shut up.
That's the best you got. Okay.
When Matt Stafford throws a touchdown pass versus Jaguars on Sunday, he will throw a touchdown pass versus every team in the fucking league. And later this month, he's actually going to pass Joe Montana.
So
for
what? So
touchdown
is
passes.
Fitzpatrick.
He's going to pass Joe Montana for touchdown passes this month.
What's the
And
gap?
you know the other record he has? An 0-16.
No,
Stafford
that's
wasn't with the
got
team.
us.
Oh, he wasn't on that
Stafford.
team?
No.
What was it?
That was Dan Orlovsky.
Oh, okay.
That's what got us Stafford. And he's also thrown for almost 50
Boy, that was a bad year.
yards in his career already. So, like, don't say, like, I know, okay, maybe Stafford in the record, but he's not top 5.
There's another trade alert.
Don't ever tell me
There's another
he's
trade
not
alert.
a good quarterback, because he's a good fucking quarterback.
Hey,
Good
Andrew.
his ass.
Andrew,
Good his
speaking
ass.
of good quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson for Michael Thomas. What do you think?
I would do that in a heartbeat.
I don't hate it.
That's an okay pick. That's an okay trade.
I mean, I would have a little trepidation knowing, like, is Michael Thomas out of favor with Sean Payton? Is Michael Thomas... But Michael Thomas is arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. So I would do that on the gamble that, shit's resolved.
You're getting Deshaun Watson back. You're giving up Michael Thomas.
I don't like it as much.
No, I don't like that as much.
I don't like it as much.
Who's your coach?
Who do you have for a
Who's your-
receiving core that you could get him away, Michael Thomas?
Wait, did somebody offer me a trade that I haven't noticed yet?
Yeah, I offered you a trade. You haven't.
'Cause I don't think I have Michael
Hang
Thomas
on.
in any league.
Hang on. I can tell you. The quarterbacks on the squad are Dak Prescott, who is now out.
Yeah, that makes
Oh, yes.
sense.
Okay.
Yes, his ankle is backwards.
And there's no other quarterback on the roster.
Oh my.
And hang on.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him.
I will give you the quarterbacks available in free agency. Fitzpatrick, Foles, Dalton, Jones, Flacco, Garoppolo, Wentz, Locke.
Okay,
Oh
number one,
yeah, he's
automatically-
desperate.
Then you gotta
He's
go
desperate for a quarterback.
you automatically
take-
should be
take
picking up
Fitzpat-
Fitzpatrick right now.
Fitzpatrick
Take
this week
Fitzmagic.
and Dalton the rest of the way and have a nice day.
Here's
I mean,
the problem, though, is they do
Dalton's
the
a roll
stupid
the dice.
waiver wire shit by what? Because they you drop to like 12 or something. So therefore, it's a battle of basically
Waiver wire pickup.
the claim shit. And you won't know until the day of, or and then when you don't get them, you're gonna be pissed.
But honestly, like, if I can't get Fitzmagic, I'll take Wentz.
That's kind of the way I look at it too.
I mean,
But
Wentz
would you
isn't
rather have
bad.
Wentz or are you going to
So-
go with Watson?
So okay, so we know why he would want.
I'd rather have Wentz.
Okay.
I'd rather have Wentz and Thomas than
But then
Watson.
it still doesn't answer the question. What do they have as a receiving core that they
Yeah,
can
exactly.
afford to give up?
Yes.
I'm
Thomas?
sorry.
Right.
Hang on.
And how many do they start?
Hang on.
2.
It's 2 receivers and a flex. Okay. Hang on.
Hanging on.
The receivers are Woods, Slayton, Cooks, Jay Brown from Buffalo, and Renfro is on the bye.
Yeah, I'm doing this. He doesn't have a true number 1.
No. He's giving up Michael Thomas.
But he'd be giving up Thomas, and that's what he has in addition.
My.
Ouch.
I cannot
Who's
see
his
the
quarterback,
justification
though?
on that.
No quarterback. He lost.
No, that's why he's
Prescott.
picking up Watson.
Here's the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, I'd do that because that's
No,
not a
I can't
horrible
see it.
receiving
Because he needs a
core.
quarterback. And
Well,
he
it's
can always
a-
go pick
All right,
up-
guys, I gotta.
It's a
gotta
fair and
get
equal
going.
trade. And it's not your decision on whether or not you like it or not. It's whether or not it's a fair and equal trade. It's a fair and equal trade. There's
I
nothing
kinda
wrong
do.
with the trade. It's not our
Yeah.
decision or your decision or anybody else's decision.
I've never
It's a
said this
fair and
before in my
equal
life.
trade, and therefore it should go through.
I've never said this
But
before in
that's
my
what
life.
we're
I agree with
discussing is the
Suggs.
fair and equal trades.
It is absolutely a fair and equal trade.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
fair. It's
Now,
not-
now I'm just trying to break it down so I understand what each side's trying
The
to do.
dude is desperate for a fucking quarterback. He needs a top
Yeah.
quarterback.
Sure.
He's got 3 wide receivers on his roster that they are manageable, and he needs a quarterback.
Well, that's what I was going with.
And I was glad to oblige.
What's that?
Who's
I
the if you're giving up Watson, who's your other quarterback?
I have Bridgewater right now, which I can be
Okay.
serviceable, but I'm in the process of I got a couple quarterbacks that I'm trying to get off the waiver wire, but it's a matter of my position right now is 8th out of 12.
Gother.
So there's 7
like,
other people that could jump me
Sitting
and try to,
eighth,
you know what I mean?
fourth, or you're sitting in 4th.
No, he's sitting down.
It's
He's
let's
gonna
put it
be
this way.
8th
It's
guy
not
if
it's
it
not a
gets going.
deniable trade.
Yeah, no,
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
it shouldn't be.
I mean, literally, this could be a better trade for him because the fact of Michael Thomas may not play.
It
Or
doesn't
get the ball
necessarily
thrown
be
to
better
him.
for, but it's not vetoable.
No.
The trade's in
Reasonable.
the
Legit trade.
It's reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a reasonable trade.
I try.
No, that is a
I
good
was
deal that you
trying
offer.
to I was trying to keep it as inconspicuous as possible and not naming names on who was involved.
Well,
It's a legit
your
trade.
smirk is when I knew that you had seen it.
Oh, I'd seen it 10 minutes ago. But I was trying to keep all the names and parties out of it.
I don't care. I'm not afraid to mention it because I wanted to see what everybody had to say. Had they said something about it being a shitty trade, I'd have never admitted it.
Well, and the other guy, by the way, is Mike Villan, who's been commenting with us. So
By
I
the way,
can't-
we should have kept track of Valan's goddamn picks this week because he was right there on the
He
comments
made
with
me
every
pick for almost
goddamn
all of
one.
them.
I was gonna say, yeah, he was picking up a few. Yeah,
I got to take off too, guys. So
No, I was gonna
y'all
say,
have a good night.
Night. Take it easy.
Are you ever going to be at home?
It's
No.
time to wrap
No,
up.
I was
no, he
wondering.
won't. I've
No,
lived that life
probably not.
before. No, he won't
Yeah,
ever be at home.
Night, everybody.
Not on a Wednesday.
Later.
I don't miss that life. Not at all.
Ah, me neither.
Oh my god.
Ah,
9 months up north. Oh,
Oh,
God,
yeah,
that was
no.
that was a
Jesus
nightmare.
Christ.
Diana and I are still going. Oh my god, what the hell was I thinking?
The fuck are you staring at, Acres?
The
This fucking
ceiling.
Watch him paint dry. See? Yes.
That's a goddamn contractor for you.
No,
They're getting paid to wash the paint dry.
They told me they trimmed this room out, so all I have to do is come in and roll it. Well, rolling white on top of a wall isn't really that. I mean, it's hard because I forgot to flip the camera. So I'm staring at that wall right there. You can't see it, but I can. I can tell the wall wasn't trimmed out. And that's what I've been actually, when you guys are talking, I've been looking around the corners to see what's showing and what's not showing because this room has no lighting whatsoever when I was
Air
painting it.
conditioning.
I'm on the 3rd floor. Yes, 3rd floor. And there's no lighting in here whatsoever. So like when I was painting it earlier today when the sun was here, I was trying my best to find out where the white lines are at. And it's very, very difficult. So it's kind of funny. So when the white dries, it brightens up. Then you can actually tell if I missed a line or not. You can tell that. And that's why I've been trying to find out what's a shadow and what's not a shadow actually.
Yeah, Mary even just commented. She goes, "That wall definitely was not trimmed down."
Nope.
And
I
that's
laugh
funny
about it.
when
I go,
Mary
"Tim,"
can see that.
what's funny about it is I go, I thought you trimmed out the room. He goes, they did. I go, the white room? He goes, no, they didn't trim out the white room. I said, oh, thank you for telling me that now.
Guess what needs to be trimmed now?
That's what she said.
And with that, we'll catch y'all on the flip side.